It took a little while for the team from way up north to get going. Kelly Kaylo and her team from the Yellowknife Curling Club won her first on Sunday, beating Kathy Borst, one of the favorites here in Regina. Lois Fowler and her team from Brandon surprised a lot of people by winning the Manitoba Women's Championship, and after losing her first two, on Sunday she finally broke through. She put the brand on BC. After 5 draws in 2 days here in Regina, well, it's the defending Canadian, world and gold medal winners who lead the standings. Sandra Schmerler at 3-0. A big group at 1-2, and the impressive thing is that after just 5 draws in 2 days, there are no winless teams. These are the games on the ice here on a Monday morning in Draw 6, and we'll feature Yukon Northwest Territories against Manitoba as we continue. It's day 3 from Regina and the 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts. Good morning, Canada, and welcome back to the Agridome here in Regina as we continue with day 3 coverage and our featured game, the Yukon Northwest Territories against Manitoba, both teams at 1-2. Hi again, everyone. Ray Turnbull alongside, and we should say good morning, Linda.
Can't you see her with her hair up and a little face makeup?
Little bunny slippers on at the hotel. Linda will be back this afternoon and this evening as Ray and I do the 3 a day. Yukon Northwest Territories, Manitoba, both teams coming off very needed wins yesterday. The Yukon, I think, played very well.
First of all, how would Robin Williams say this? Good morning, Canada.
That's right.
You're right. It was a big game for Lois Fowler and for Kelly Kaylo. Kelly, in particular, made some great shots through that game. She was down 2, a big shot in the 8th end when she's down 2, and to get control of the game, she plays a raised takeout for that deuce. A wonderful shot, well executed and well brushed. You can see it coming across the hog line now. She hits an outside stone, drives it across to the forefoot, picks up the deuce and takes control and looks very strong from that point on, Victor.
She played it very wide open from the Yellowknife Curling Club, but it's worked for her. That's her style coming in, and she knows it. Now, Lois Fowler, as we say, surprised a lot of people, winning Manitoba, but then she got it going, gained a little confidence against British Columbia.
For sure. Both teams are 1-2, and this is a big game for both of them. But Lois played her kind of game yesterday. She felt more comfortable with the ice, and she beat Sue Garvey in a game that she kind of controlled. There was a couple of spots throughout the game where she had a little trouble. But I think that you'll see her try to make it a little bit more closed as opposed to Kelly trying to keep it open for the early ends. This should be a good one.
Glad that you're with us as we play the first of 3 on this Monday at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. And just a reminder, you can keep up to date on the Scott Tournament of Hearts. The Labatt Brier coming up. In fact, the entire season of champions here on TSN. Player profiles, schedules, scores, standings. Our website address is triple W? That's what
It's morning.
www.tsn.ca. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll return in a moment to Regina, and it's Draw 6 on a Monday morning.
So I pull into this gas station.
Oh. Classic oversqueeze. Watch this. Release the hounds. Perfect pump.
2037.
Even at the gas station, you can do more with the American Express card.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Wouldn't putting your stars together with our 5-star rating be a bright thing to do?
Remember, kids in the backseat.
And buckle up.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Viva, the hard-working towel.
Welcome back to the Agridome. And on this Monday, 3 draws today, and they are 3 full draws. Unlike yesterday morning with just 2, there are 4 games on the ice. Let's read the ice now, brought to you by Star Choice. And boy, they've worked hard. Lloyd Stanzel and Dave Merklinger, the ice makers.
Well, draw 6, Vic, and it's a morning draw, and the ice is a little bit straighter, quite a bit straighter. Actually, around the center rocks about 2 feet at max. A little bit of movement around these corners, about 2.5. Because it's so straight, you're going to see a lot of raises and tapbacks, so the control of this particular area is very key. We call it the control zone, right in that area there. There's no frost buildup at all. It's a morning draw. It may be a little bit as we get closer to noon. Don't expect it. It's a pretty good ice surface, nice sliding surface. 2 teams that need a win. I'm looking forward to it.
Both teams sitting with records of 1 and 2, and there you see the 2 skips, Lois Fowler and Kelly Kaylo. You can see the team from the Yukon Northwest Territories will play the Red Stones, Manitoba Yellow, and so the team from Yellowknife will have the hammer here in this first end of play. And it'll be interesting to see what they do here. If as you suggest, Lois might try to take the game to Kelly Kaylo. Will she go in with this first one?
Well, I don't know if she'll do it quite this early. I think that she has a tendency to play with more rocks in play. It's the influence of husband Brian, who's coaching, of course, and they got off to a slow start in their first 2 games, and I think the fact that none of the team has really been here before, other than Lois, who's been here 3 times as a third, as a lead, and now as a skip. So she'll play her team a little bit, and that's evident by the fact that she's thrown this stone in. So Kelly said to you, admitted to you, Vic, that she was definitely going to try and play it open for 3 or 4 ends.
Yeah, very much so. That's the game plan. And that's despite having the hammer here in this first end. Cheryl Burlington, the native of Chatham, Ontario, is this lead for the team from the Yellowknife Curling Club in the Northwest Territories.
You see how straight that is, and especially when you step up the weight. She just can't, it's very straight this morning. It's a beautiful day outside. Once again, nice warm day in Western Canada. A little humidity, precipitation on the west coast, and a little cooler on the east coast as I took a look at the weather map this morning. So, Linda, you don't have to turn to that channel. I'll keep you up to date with the weather. You just order a little more tea and crumpets and have a nice morning.
But you know, it's going to cool off. It's about +3 is what they're expecting today. Then it'll dip below freezing, maybe -1, -2. Some snow or wet rain expected by Wednesday, so that may have its effect on this ice surface as well.
I'll get it this time.
-3, Vic, in this country
gosh,
is warm weather.
You betcha. You betcha.
The guard didn't quite come over. You could see that Lois took the edge of the forefoot and threw the guard, and it didn't curl more than a foot. It really is straighter this morning. They put a little different pebble on the ice to help hold the pebble a bit this morning.
Sharon Cormier and Don Moses, the brushers, got it by. They do. Little inside roll as well. Very nice shot by Cheryl Burlington. But now, having missed that takeout, it changes the game. Yeah. She wanted to play it a little open. Kaylo, now look what she's into right away.
But it is her shot,
there.
Her stone in the rings. It's a great sliding surface, and by that we mean, you hear Linda and I talk about it all the time. Underfoot, it feels nice and free to you. And the one thing that for sure, and we've talked about it in detail, is that the house is not lively. When rocks make contact, you don't get that jump, that little spark in the stones when they make contact. So hits and rolls are key, as opposed to, especially now with very little movement. There's a little bit of movement to the wings, but not. We'll take a look here as Kelly holds the brush just about the edge of the forefoot, looking to get around a corner guard that's protecting the 12-foot. See how much it comes here.
Sharon Cormier throws the second stone for Kelly Kaylo. As they reshuffled their lineup after a year ago, Cormier through the third stone has moved to second. Don Moses now throwing third.
Whoa, then. Whoa. Lots of weight. Sit down. Sit. Come on.
Now, last night, as that stone passed into the darker color of the 12-foot circle, it would have stopped dead. But you can see how freely it's sliding this morning because there's just absolutely no frost out there at all.
But that's a missed opportunity to lie two. The Manitoba second is Sharon Fowler.
Whoa!
Lois's sister-in-law.
Yep. In the corner. That's good.
Hard.
That's good. What's that? Let's do this.
Chance for the hit and roll. See where Kelly puts the brush.
Karen.
Almost right in the center of the stone. So the minute you step the weight up a little bit for a hit, no movement.
She's back home, Sharon Cormier. She's a native of Regina.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Nice weight.
As I mentioned, the surface, it's a great surface, and it's really from the hog to hog. We're going to do the timings, and to take out, you have 9.5 seconds. Hack weight, 11.5. We'll watch it as we go through the game. The draw, if you're timing hog to hog, it's 14. Hog to T-line, 24. So we'll keep an eye on it. It's very consistent with what it's been all week.
Whoa.
It's running a little straighter, but it's still pretty quick. Actually, yesterday at times down the center path, Vic, it got up as high as 25 or 15. It got pretty quick. Especially in the afternoon draw. In the evening draw, as it hit the 12-foot darker circle and the 4-foot, it was fudging a little more and stopping. We saw some rocks really come to a sudden halt.
9.5, guys.
Once again, a chance for Don Moses to get the hit and roll and set up the possibility of scoring two.
Don Moses, who skipped her own team
Close.
when she came out of the Northern Junior ranks.
Hard. Right up.
Now throwing the third stone for
Right up.
Kelly Kaylo. Here in this first end, it's the sixth draw on the third day of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Ah, good sweep, kid. Nice shot. Shot, Don.
You can see about half of it.
Control.
Betty Cooling.
Control.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Three. Whoa. Whoa, right off.
Move over and catch enough.
Get over.
Does.
It looked like Betty really threw that well, and Lois had the rushers jump on it. I don't know if she figured it was inside or not, but you got to be careful when you pounce on them like that. Kind of straighten them up momentarily. Not necessarily when you pounce on them.
No.
When the real brusher pounces on them.
That's right.
I'm picturing Linda now in her little white robe and
Yes, line. Where
the
is
tea
it?
and the crumpets and
Where?
feet up.
Yeah,
Back line.
Yeah. Need to
And I want
rub.
her to know that I've got papers all
Play the
over
rub.
the desk here. It's
Play the
messy.
rub. No rub. No rub
So
yet.
it's not quite as neat as it usually is.
No. Okay.
I asked Don Moses if she brought her mitts with her. Those who may remember and have watched over the years, when Don has skipped, she always brought those beautiful Inuit mitts. Remember those?
Yeah.
Why not?
Handmade with the. I suspect there were some kind of skin mitts. She says, no. I only bring those when I'm skipping. And I said, well, they are something we've always talked about and remembered. Well, here's a lady, Ray, you say, knows the game as well as anybody on the ice.
She knows how to skip.
That should be enough ice, isn't it?
She understands the game.
Movement.
We talked about the shot that she played in the seventh end. The one we did. Those of you who may have been with us last night, the decision she had to make in the seventh end, and it was interesting to have the talk with Brian and with Lois after that that game last night. You know, that's what makes this sport so wonderful. You know, we all have different opinions, we all have different feelings, but the game is percentages. So you always want to try and play the percentage.
Still got lots of room.
Only.
Lots of room.
Whoa, here.
Starting to go.
Just bite, just bite. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
It's gonna be wide open. Darn it. It just won't move.
I was going for a 9.5. That's what I was aiming for.
Okay.
Well, a chance here for Kaylo and the Yukon Northwest Territories to get the hit and maybe the little flip behind that corner.
Well, it's a 2-on-1 situation right now. Kaylo with last rock, of course, if she can get a little roll behind that corner. Could force Lois Fowler into playing a run back. You will see lots of run backs and tap backs today.
No, I asked her about the fact that living where they are, the disadvantage of that. And she says there's no doubt we don't get to play the top teams, especially since where they are. They could play Western Canadian teams because of the travel expense. But she says we know what to play. We can make the tough shot like that angle raised yesterday. She says the problem is we don't play those enough.
Well, there's no question. I mean, the strongest teams are from the areas where there's the top competition. The more you play, you face the big teams, the people that can play as well as you, and if not better, then the better you get yourself. If you were to play golf, every day with Glenn Hatchett, for example, Vic, you might get down to a 30 or 40 handicap.
Yeah.
We'll be blanking this one.
I wouldn't be playing.
Great showing by Glenn on the weekend. As a Manitoba, of course, we're pretty proud of him. I think he was 10 under, I believe.
Okay, let's get a nose hit. Nice if we could roll it into the center. It might make it harder for her to blank. This should hold, shouldn't it?
I think so.
Pretty important game. It's early in the round robin. What's interesting when you look at all this, Victor, is that Team Canada's away at 3-0, and everybody else is either 2-1 or 1-2. So it's early in the round robin, and
I think too is important that everyone got their first win and got it relatively early, so they get her away. The jitters are gone. And
okay. Okay, I'll throw 9.
Well, last year she was 4-7. Kaylo, their slogan this year is flip-flop. They'd like to flip that. They would like to and feel they can be 7-4 this year, and if they make that mark, they can possibly get into the playoffs, into a tiebreaker. So that's the goal of this team from Yellowknife, 7-4.
But I think it's important to come here with a goal like that, with a goal. If you just come to play, then you're just coming to participate. It's interesting that I had a long, talk with Dale Duguid, for example. And it's his first Brier, and he says, we're not going to play in this Brier just to participate. We're going to play in this Brier to win it. And that's a mindset, and you set your mind that way and you believe it. It makes a big difference.
Looking to blank if they can, but you'll hit it right on the beak and settle for one. So the Yukon Northwest Territories and Kaylo forced to take a single here in this first end of play on day 3, Monday morning in Regina.
It was about the time that gold was discovered on Bonanza Creek that the Canadian Bank of Commerce set out on the epic trek to the Klondike to open the first official bank. There was plenty of gold, all right, but the men knew they could trust the bank because they were there on behalf of the government and could see a larger dream, a dream called Canada.
As in the past, CIBC continues to play a pioneering role by investing in Canada's vision of the future. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
Purex has gone to great lengths to give you a longer-lasting bathroom tissue. Purex Double Roll. With twice as many pillowy soft sheets on every roll, it takes forever to run out. Purex Double Roll. Pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
Next. Another case of boredom twitch syndrome.
Nothing relieves boredom twitch syndrome like Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of movies, sports, and entertainment. All with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Honey, our favorite movie! Oh, thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
This my notebook.
Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me! Hey!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645.
Mondays, get in the paint. Check out what's happening in the game. Keep up on the Raptors and the Grizzlies. Take a look at grassroots basketball in Canada. Shoot it out with the stars of the NBA. NBA in the Paint, Mondays on TSN.
Let's begin our updates with Team Canada against British Columbia. Sandra Schmerler and her team at 3-0 leading the pack against Sue Garvey from Kamloops, trying to bounce back after 2 straight losses. And Schmerler finds her draw weight, finds the hole, sits edge of the button for a single in the first against Garvey from Kamloops. As we get you caught up on this draw 6 and the other games on the ice, Alberta and New Brunswick, Kathy Borst, Edmonton, Kathy Floyd from St. John. That's our updated score now. BC and Garvey have the hammer. And Saskatchewan's Kathy Trowell, who comes off the loss last night to Team Canada, and Schmerler against Quebec, and Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, both teams at 2-1. And it's 1-0 Saskatchewan leading Quebec with the hammer in the second. Northwest Territories, Kelly Kaylo takes one in the first, so Manitoba and Lois Fowler, playing the Yellowstones, have the hammer here in the second as we play the last of the lead stones.
And a couple rocks in the free guard zone area.
Oh.
So we got a few rocks in front. Lois Fowler, Manitoba. Brandon, what a year for Brandon. Both junior teams.
Same ice.
Lois Fowler, of course, was at the mixed with her son Rob. And now the Scott Terma Hearts.
Sharon Cormier appearing in her third Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Close. Tee. Yeah. Yeah. It's Tee. Hurry. Hurry. Right up. Hard, hard, hard. Come on, guys. Right up. Hard, hard, hard. Hurry. Hurry. Hard, hard, hard. Okay. Right over. Right over. Nice weight.
Little hit and roll. Keep your weight up is a comment from Lois.
Yep. Normal. Whoa.
Normal.
Yep.
Sharon Fowler.
Whoa. Normal.
Your way. Okay.
I've got it.
Go hard.
Lovely shot.
That a girl.
I'll say. Well, you notice
Like that?
in the ice reading segment, we talked about tapbacks and raises, and the only way to get to this stone is to run that red one back, and that's
Straight
exactly
back.
what Kelly Kaylo is going to do. Straight back. You must have this shot in your little bag, as tricks, as Linda says.
Control. Yeah, yeah. Hard, hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Great
That's fine.
shot.
Very nice by Sharon Cormier to get the roll as well, and rolled just a little too far. She nearly snuck it behind that corner.
Oh, pretty good roll, I think, Victor.
Even that side?
Yeah, I think you know Lois can see it, but she has to go out in an area where it's brand new. Good stone, nice roll. Once again,
Oh, yep,
keep your weight up on this.
We'll see now. It's Sharon Fowler out into that new path.
Yeah. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Roll it off, roll it off.
She never got to the stick at all.
Hard, 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 hard. She was like a foot
Never got
inside.
out to the target, Broom.
Oh, we can hear Lois say she was about a foot inside, she said.
There. Let's go there. Just on top, guys.
Very deliberate, nice and high, good straight arm. Nice clean release, throws from the top of the stone, we call it.
Where's the top 12?
Mechanically very sound.
Lots of room. Lot of room. Yeah,
And then
like
you need to
more.
gain the experience. And this is a terrific thing for Dawn to be doing. She's playing with
Lots
Kelly.
of room.
She's been to the Scott before.
Back, backy. Take it back there. Take it back. Yep, come back. Right back.
Just sliding a lot freer this morning.
That's
aren't they,
fine.
Vic?
Okay.
Very much. I mean, that had hardly any bend to it at all, did it?
Just ran so straight.
Control.
Hit this one here. Try and roll in behind this area here.
Betty Cooling, the Manitoba third.
That's too much weight. Bring your weight down. Weight's not bad, Lois. It's control. No, it's not. That's more than... Okay.
Now there's that difference between weight calls. What
Well, that
the
was
interpretation of control is for each individual team.
Yeah, well, that's right. That's something you work on. And in Lois's opinion, that was a little more weight than what she considers control. That was a question we had last night on the internet, Vic. You know, what is normal weight? What is control weight? Well, that's those two weights are established by the individual teams. Usually control weight is down. Is not usually is down a little bit from what you would throw on your normal hits. In other words, an example would be, let's say the opposition is lying 2 or 3 on you, and you have to hit and stick. You know, the tendency is not to throw the normal weight because you know, you want to be able to control the stone a bit. You throw the control weight, and then because you have to stay in the rings. You know, it's
903.
Hey, Dawn.
and that weight is established in your practice sessions before you go to the ice surface. So
No,
everybody
but your basis actually, you actually start off with a control weight that you bring from your own club. Is that not correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And then you apply it to the ice.
to the ice
wherever you're
surface
playing.
area.
Betty Cooling, who has been a terrific player within the Brandon area, Westman, and skipped her own team for a number of years at provincial championships, and now breaks through playing with Lois Fowler.
Hurry! Okay.
Boy, I tell you what, this team from Yellowknife has had a couple of chances now in this first 2 ends. Once with hammer, once without, to put some pressure on, and they've missed the chances, missed the opportunities.
Well, they made a nice shot to get out of trouble when Sharon Cormier made the nice run back.
We just need 9.5, I think, for sort of a normal hit. Yeah, we'll try the big roll.
That was the number we had on the time segment, 9.5. It's an established hitting weight.
Control.
Skip stones here in this second, and you hear the front end right away say control weight.
No, sure.
Here it comes.
No.
Oh.
No, not yet. No, big roll still. Sit down. Yeah, go. Yep.
Look at the roll here.
Nice shot, Kelly. Beauty shot.
Okay, we'll go for the little roll behind. Nice sweep, Sharon.
Maureen Bonner, Brian Fowler, the 5th in the coach.
Brian, Lois's husband. Maureen, of course, was the skip in '93 when they went all the way to the final of the Scott Tournament of Hearts in Brandon.
You got a couple of choices here. You could play the run back, which she's looking at on this one here. Lois has last rock. What you could also do now, there's not a lot of movement in the ice, in fairness to her, but you could ignore this stone altogether and come in behind this corner guard, like so, and try and set up the possibility of scoring 2.
Would that be the bait shot, as it were, is to bait them into coming to get play and maybe score 2 that way?
No, it would just be an offensive move as opposed to trying to run this back. You could also play the out-turn draw to the face of the stone, try to sit an angle and freeze on it, but...
Whoa, it's out of control.
Fowler in her first.
Oh, that's going out.
Yes, it is.
Way out. And gets nothing. By everything.
One of the reasons why I may have drawn there, Vic, either one way or the other, is just so that knowing that I may have to draw my last one. Now, you've had a practice session,
I'll
so
try
you
to
should
throw
know.
for it. I just want full weight. Yeah.
She was asking whether she flipped it or not. Let's take a look. Looks like she maybe put it back a little bit just as she released it.
Round cover there. Oh, we could even bite 4, I guess.
But it really floated out there.
Considering the way we've seen a lack of finish so far, this looks like an awful lot of ice if she wants to bury it.
Yeah, I agree. There was some movement to the wings, a little bit of movement.
She was a little deep. Let's try it.
Middle of the forefoot to get to the middle of the forefoot. That's about 2 feet.
14 I want to throw, right? Okay.
14. Also one of the numbers you saw on the screen.
Where is it? Where is it? No, it looks like lots.
At least T-line.
Looks like lots.
Yeah.
Need a rub?
T-line
No, it's got lots. Lots.
Need a rub
It's got lots.
Tons of room. Tons of room.
No, it's got lots.
Look at how much she gets by that
Maybe
guard
not.
by.
It's finishing a bit now, though.
Oh. Yeah. Okay, a little less ice.
Well, there you are, Vic.
Sure didn't come.
She agreed
It's my
with what you said.
I just
Consider all of ice,
It's
yeah.
fun.
Phew.
Little rolls.
Maybe you go right to the head from now on.
I get to move to the middle chair.
Intern head, once again, you can't overthrow these. Just control weight.
Facing a couple, Lois, Fowler, and Manitoba here in the second.
Betty's first one was wide down this spot. We got a little bit of room to roll. Was that up for control my last one? Okay, just clean, Lois. Throw it clean.
Final still.
Control. Yep. Yes.
It's left up to Jocelyn Beaver as
Whoa.
Sharon is backed off and they hit, and she'll stick right there. So good shot.
So is hers.
Interesting, they got their grippers a little mixed up there, and now you had mine. That's why I couldn't run down. I need my own gripper.
No, everybody's got to put.
You remember Jay. He still doesn't say very much, especially when he's enjoying his McCain Super Fries. And he doesn't seem to care that they've only got 5% fat because they still taste great. McCain Super Fries, deep-fried flavor and crispness with only 5% fat. For the strong, silent type.
What are you doing? You gotta use it right. Give me the front. You got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. Think back. Remember when you were 6 and we took you to McDonald's for your birthday party? All the kids, all the fun. All for you, son. For you. Remember that day, son? Remember when someone stole your fries, but we never found out who? Never found out. It was him.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
most powerful tools for the only world that matters, yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
Power plus pride and perfection equals playoff position. Witness the March of Champions on TSN as our university athletes go for glory at the CIAU Finals. Both men and women fight for superiority in basketball, volleyball, and of course, hockey. So don't miss a heartbeat of the purest, most spirited series of sporting events this month. CIAU March of Champions on TSN.
We'll continue our updates with Team Canada against British Columbia as they play the second. Sandra Schmerler and Team Canada opened with a single in the first. Final stone for Sue Garvey and her team from Kamloops, coming in with a record of 1-2. They lost 2 games yesterday. Look at this, sneaking by that center guard, make the quiet tap back to score 2. And it's a 2-1 lead for British Columbia against Canada, who sit atop the table at 3-0. Saskatchewan and Quebec. Saskatchewan, Kathy Trowell from Regina opened with a single in the first. Marie-Claude Carlos from the Alma Curling Club, or the Riverbend Alma Curling Club in Alma, Quebec. That's in the Lac-Saint-Jean region. Both teams at 2-1, and she has been very cool, and look at how cool she is here to draw a little piece of the white, a little piece of the button for a single, and it's 1-1, Saskatchewan and Quebec. Meanwhile, Alberta and New Brunswick, after a blank in the first, Kathy Borse scores 2. And now Kathy Floyd from St. John will have the hammer, playing 3.
Well, in our game, Victor, Kelly really showed us how defensive she's going to play. The first rock was thrown out in front. Kelly drew a rock to the open side. And when Manitoba went to hit it
Even here is
with
good.
their lead stone, Jocelyn Beaver, they hit it and rolled out. So Kelly walked up and peeled off the center guard, which is now the corner. It rolled to the corner. Lois is going to defend against that by going around it.
Tight for line. Yep, for
Sharon
line.
Fowler.
Where's the weight? Whoa, room.
She's
Yep,
there.
Yep, here it comes. No, still got, yes, hurry. Hurry.
Just.
She's just getting them going. Okay.
She says she's getting them started, but I tell you what, that's some good movement if it's not her starting them.
Yeah, and they, in fairness to Sharon, they didn't brush it hard all the way down the ice, did they? They kind of anticipated they had enough room.
Control. Down, control. Yes, hurry. Hard, hurry. Hard, guys, come on, right up. Hard, hurry. Right
Sharon
up,
Cormier.
all the way.
I think she threw it down a bit weight-wise. We'll have to hear Kelly's comment. That looked a little down in weight to
That
me.
was good weight.
That was Lois saying good weight.
Yeah. About sister-in-law's first.
Tight.
Yeah, a little more.
Where's the weight?
It's about the same, yeah.
Yep. No, room. Yep. Still got room. Yes. Whoa.
Nice shot by
nice
Sharon.
shot.
That's a lovely shot. A little bit of movement. It moved about 4 or 5 inches after it got by the guard.
Coming up later today on TSN, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, Off the Record with Michael Landsberg. Boy, they are the hot thing at the Nagano Olympics, those Canada jackets made by Roots. Co-owner Michael Buttman will be on the show, as well as one of the top-ranked softball squash players in the world today, Jonathan Power, who is been rivaling Jahangir Khan for the #1 ranking, and Steve Shutt. So join Michael Off the Record, 6 p.m. Eastern on TSN.
Roll away. Whoa, we're rolling the other way.
Hey, Sharon.
Good enough.
Good pick. Look at the crowd for a 9 a.m. Doesn't anybody work out here?
That's nice.
No, but it's unbelievable. There's got to be 4,000 or 5,000 people here.
Well, they had 7,300, a record crowd for any event at the Agridome. Last night when Saskatchewan played Team Canada, the two teams from the Cali Club right here in Regina.
It was electrifying.
And I'd suggest there's probably 3,500 to 4,000 here for a morning draw.
Tremendous crowd.
Yeah.
Let's hit it.
It is 9 a.m. or 9:45.
Don Moses.
Go now. Yep. 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 Oh. Whoa. 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 No. No. Little bit your way, Sharon. Sharon, Cheryl. Same thing.
Betty Cooling.
Stay close. Clean it.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Just
Clean
clean.
it.
That's good. Good shooting. Do you want to hit still?
I like it, eh?
Can freeze.
Well, that would be different.
Same way.
I think if you're going to make your offensive plays when you have last rock, which is the right thing to do, I think that you should definitely make them a little earlier in the end with your leads and your seconds.
Control.
You know, you could play the hit here, you get the roll out and go behind the corners. You could draw down to it, but
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no. No, it's fine. Little bit, Sharon, sorry. Just stay there. That's nice.
Good shot, Don.
she can get a roll out, then maybe get a hit and roll.
They'll finish up at the end. You might be able to.
I think it's better for Lois to stay on that side of the rings and not roll over.
Let's see if we can get a bit of movement.
The problem with hitting this, hitting this rock here and rolling over here. If you roll over here, you'll be a little bit behind the tee line, and then that allows Kelly to come down and maybe sit on top of you. I honestly think that you're better off just to hit this stone and stay right there in this situation.
Yes.
First skip stone here in this third of a 1-1 tie.
Right up.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Looked like it was going to go, and then it just hangs on the line.
Hangs on the line, yeah.
Now Kelly can try and get the roll here in behind the corner. This is the 2-on-1 situation we talk about. That,
Looks like it's going to go, and it just stays there on the line.
Well, it just looked like you released.
two red stones to come and
started
one
with
yellow left.
Just need 9-5 on this.
So if you can hit this one here and then roll across to this area here, you'll just be in front of the tee line or on the tee line right there.
We'll just blank this in, you guys. 9-5.
So that comment tells you that she's not playing the roll, Vic, that she's just going to try and hit this and come up with a blank. So she'd like to hit and stick on that side of the sheet. No attempt for the roll.
Control. Whoa.
Close.
Close. Yep.
Clean it. Hurry.
Whoa, whoa.
Clean. Just clean.
Good shot, Kelly. Let it roll, Cheryl.
And a little roll to sit top four.
Now Lois will want the roll.
Don't want to get too close to that, to the roll there. Inside the line, so watch it.
Yeah.
Just saying, this is inside the line, so maybe it'll move a bit. I don't know.
You think so?
Walk first.
Inside that 4-foot line?
Yeah, I think it'll. You can see how straight it's running, so you're talking about fractions of inches, but she'd like to roll here. She doesn't want to have Kelly be able to blank it as she suggested she'd like to do. It's running so straight.
Shot.
Sits
Forget
right
that
there.
idea.
So no curl even inside the 4 foot line.
No.
Let's do it with weight.
Well, I watched the practice, it was the morning draw, and I wasn't sure what the ice how it would be this morning, obviously. It was certainly a little different last night, so I watched it pretty closely, and there was just no movement. A little bit to the wings, in other words, to the 12-foot, Victor.
Okay, first end all over. Let's
All
roll.
right. Like you can, Cal.
I'm going to throw weight on this.
Okay.
9, 8, 8. Okay, so you just sweep her out. So bends at the end, so we should be able to just hold the line.
Looking for the blank end, but take it away first.
Make it go away.
Make it go away. That's
In a
right.
1-1 tie.
Yep. Hurry!
Make it go away was
Hurry! Hurry, hurry, hurry. Right up.
Looks good.
Right up.
Kevin Adams.
Nice sweep.
That's right. Boy, good
Shot,
memory.
nice shot, Kelly.
A lot sharper in the mornings than I've known you to be. 1-1.
Shot, good sweep.
We come back.
I saw the decade when the world could change at the blink of an eye. And if anything, then there's your side. I was alive and I waited. I was alive and I waited for this. Right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be. Right here, right now. What you
The world's most powerful tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
right here, right now. There is no other place I wanna be.
A whole lot can happen out of the blue. Labatt blue.
Canadian curling legends have made their mark at the Labatt Brier. But for the first time in years, the battle for the tankard is wide open. 5-time Ontario rep Wayne Middaugh headlines a rookie-laden field. Catch expanded coverage of all the excitement live from Winnipeg. The 1998 Labatt Brier. See it and live it on TSN.
Let's continue our updates with Alberta and New Brunswick as they play the third. Alberta leading 2-0. That's Kathy Borst from Edmonton and the Otwell Club. Kathy Floyd from St. John, the Thistle St. Andrews in her 8th appearance. And you see it's Alberta lying 1, back 8. Final stone for Floyd. Longtime partner with Heidi Hanlon, now skipping her own. And she'll hang it on the back of the 4 for a single. And it's 2-1. Alberta leading. Canada and British Columbia. BC and Sue Garvey from Kamloops leading 2-1 as they play the third. Sandra Schmerler from the Cali here in Regina, the reigning Canadian world and Olympic gold medalist. Needs to hit here for a possible 2. Oh, and they'll over curl. She'll lose the shooter and have to settle for 1. It's a 2-2 tie. Saskatchewan and Quebec in a 1-1 tie. This is Kathy Trowell, the Saskatchewan provincial champion, also from the Cali here in Regina. Now this is a possible hit for 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Will it curl enough? Watch this. The little rub still gets the Quebec stone off the back of the 8-foot, and they just get a deuce out of it. After looking and measuring, they get 2. Saskatchewan up 3-1 over Quebec, and that lady, Marie Claude Carlos from Alma. And in our game, a blank in 3 means it's still 1-1, and the hammer belongs to the team from Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories.
Well, she got the blank she required, and we've got a couple rocks in the free guard zone area out in front. So we'll see what Kelly decides to do with them.
I kind of like this.
Playing the raise.
Move that over there a bit.
Tap back. Talked about that earlier. With the ice being so straight, that's the shot you'll see lots of. Tapping them back, raising them back, as opposed to trying to get around them.
Think so, eh?
Whoa, whoa, no line, no line.
It's got T. T-line.
No line yet, no line, no line.
It's not quite T. Is it gonna kiss?
Go that way.
Go, go, go.
Yep. That's good, whoa, whoa.
Not
Beauty
bad.
shot,
Good
Sharon.
shot, Sharon.
Very nice.
Yeah, very good shot. Actually gets partially behind the corner guard and gets another corner guard out of it. So
This is biting. Do you want to try that, or do you want to draw?
What do you think?
Even here is good.
all right, going to play the come around, taking just almost the middle of the 4-foot to see if she can get around this rocks. Now Sharon has got a few rocks to move. Vic,
Where's the weight?
sometimes
T-line.
if you have
Yep.
a release that kind of gets it started, you get a little more action out of the stone.
Yep. Got room.
Manitoba second,
Room.
Sharon Fowler.
Yep.
Here
Hurry.
in the 4th.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
She's got this going. If she gets it by,
Hurry. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa. Looked like it may
Oh,
have just
dandy
wicked
shot.
a little bit.
that's a great shot, though, boy. I tell you, she gets a little more action. She gets kind of starts the stones across a bit, and they get going a little bit, as opposed to some of that might put them back a little bit. We talk about that a lot. You hear the men talk about that an awful lot. You know, he set it down inside, put it back. You know, he got it started, he got it rolled. He throws from a different angle.
Whoa.
Usually when I
Lots
throw,
of
they close
room.
their eyes.
Lots of room.
T-line.
Close,
T-line.
Sharon Cormier.
No line. Whoa, no. Where is it? Gotta be here.
Top 8.
Yep. Come on.
Starting to
T-line.
work a little bit too. So we're starting to see a little movement with this intern. We'll keep track of that. That's a good shot by Sharon.
Right up on the corner.
Nice shot, Sharon.
You and I have talked a little bit about this with Linda. That's related to golf.
Right to
and
it.
what you can do and how the pros,
draw.
the professionals can control the ball and do things with the ball by changing their stance, moving the ball back and forth, changing their grip a little bit. So in effect, if you have a straighter piece of ice, can you in effect, as you say, purposely get the stone started to get a little bit more action, and then if there was more curl, go back to what would in fact be your normal delivery.
There's no question you can, you know, in the release of the stone, you can alter the curl down the ice. You know, if you get out into a different angle and kind of come out at a different angle and start it over. It's a complicated trying thing to do because there's so many elements in the game. But you're going to see more and more of that, I think. You know, and you are seeing more and more of it.
So they get so proficient that they know if I do just this, I might be able to get this kind of action out of the stone. As we take a look at the early numbers on the 2 seconds, Cormier and Fowler.
Do you like this?
Betty Cooling
Or
with
there's
her
even
first stone
a
comes
real-
top
Never
12.
mind that. I'd rather move it off.
Pardon?
I'd rather move it apart.
This one?
What do you think? I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, let's play this. Here and here.
you want? Kelly? Pack?
Board weight.
Yes.
Forward weight. Line.
Hurry. Yeah, come on. Hurry.
Hard. Whoa,
John
whoa,
Moses.
Whoa, whoa.
Close. Yeah.
Whoa,
Yeah.
yeah.
Whoa. Right off. Close.
Squeezes
Nice shot,
it
Don.
by. Very nice.
Yes, Lois Fowler is going to have to be awful careful here on that. One mistake and then get at that redstone onto yellow, and you can see all the little nibblers, the little biters around the edges.
Right down there.
So you need a rock in here. Absolutely cannot wreck on the guard on this one. Betty cooling.
Where's the weight? 4 foot. Yep. Wall for weight if you can. Wall if you can. Yep. Hurry!
Quickly, it's Beaver and Fowler.
Hurry!
Get it by? They do.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Is it ever?
Good shot.
She looked pretty cool on that, didn't she?
I don't like all these red ones
Cool.
building up, but
Oh.
if you can get another one in there like that, you're gonna.
Too early, eh?
That's a dandy.
That's a great shot.
Linda come back a little earlier?
Even if we can nudge it a bit, eh?
But you know
Don,
what? Snake,
come
you're
here.
right. The ice has changed. In the space of, what, 3 ends, we've seen Pearl now.
There's a spot out there with that intern.
I'm
that
concerned
we're just
about our
listing
red
down.
rock over here. You see that raise? She bangs our red rock onto her yellow. Ours is gone there too. What do you think we should do though? So do you think she'd just come around there?
I think if
Sit
we can
in
come
there?
and freeze on it, we can nudge it a little bit. We
Corner
still
it.
won't move ours too much, eh?
Yeah, that's what I like.
Yeah.
Take away the
Just
feather.
to
Okay.
shoot on weight.
One that Kaylo was talking about is this one here. You know, can she come by,
T-line, if we
hit
can
this
bump
one
that
here,
yellow one a little bit, that'd
and
be
drive
nice.
it onto this one here, which would remove this stone here.
Really let her know what the weight is.
I'm just going to come down on top of it.
13 half, eh?
So what, try to snuggle another one in there?
Yeah.
Tight on
Whoa.
line. T-line. Go, yes! Hurry!
Yes.
Back 8. Hurry! Back 8.
Yeah. Whoa.
Cheryl Burlington closest to the stone.
Whoa! What's she yelling for? Whoa! Come off. Come off. We're going that way, Sharon.
That's fine.
Okay, Dawn. Good call, Sharon.
Good call there on the weight. She was just calling line, so I just started sweeping.
We've got this onto this, so if we sit another one right here.
Yeah, that's right, Cheryl.
Okay, I was giving everybody here. And yours really moved. And we can afford to be on this side of it, right?
Boy, and she's had, well, that last shot, 2 shots of hers were terrific, Betty Cooling, and you can see it's represented in those numbers.
Yeah, she's playing very well. Lois is just going to come down and put another rock and settle another rock into this area here. The key here is that she can hold this end to one.
Here.
You heard her comment right there. I'll just hold it to one.
Took a wee bit more ice than Betty's. Because we can afford to be on this side of it, right? Because the hearts are still open. Like she gets a chance for 2, but
The hearts are still
second and
open.
third in there, so
375
yeah,
is
it's
T-lines.
7.5. Short's better than heavy.
You're right about that, Lois. Kind of a key game for both these teams, Vic.
Oh, without a doubt.
You go 2 and 2, or you go end up with 3 losses.
Whoa!
I think
Kaylo and
no.
the team from
Yep, I think for
Yellowknife
weights.
want to be 7 and 4.
Come on.
Hurry!
Suddenly at 3
Come on.
losses early means they can't afford too many more. can they?
Right up.
Pretty well placed by Lois.
What she's got going is me just taking one, right?
Yeah.
So do you want to play that out? Do you want to come around that?
Yeah, just come around it.
No? Do you want
You want to raise it?
raise the which?
Just through. Leave ours up there?
Gotta come across the face? We better get going here.
I think you have to get rid of it.
Yeah, but I'm a little concerned about the ice here. There, and come across this face.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Even just sitting on the nose.
But we sure don't want to... Oh, even if I went like this and skinny that, it's not bad. Okay, let's go here.
Okay.
And I'll just throw...
9-5.
9-5, okay.
You like this?
Yeah, she's trying to figure a way out to get 2. If she can just hit that on the nose and maybe come across the face of it and sit there, then she may have a
Spend a
chance
little
to
time on this one, eh?
play a raise.
So what are we doing here, Kelly?
We just want to inside flop.
Okay.
Just remove that top yellow stone.
All right.
9-5.
9-5?
Yeah. And we need a better than nose.
Okay.
Okay? Just a 9-5. Even a 10 is good. 10 is good.
Control. Yes?
No!
Kelly Kaylo in her first.
Yeah. Whoa.
Looking like she needs to come across the face. She said she didn't want to jam it back. Cross the face a little bit. And that's not bad. She talked about that as well, Ray. Just maybe glancing blow on the way by, a little rub, and
How does she get 2? The only way she can get 2 is if she raises that.
so here are how the teams sit as we enter this third day of play. The defending champions, Team Canada alone in first place. 4 teams, or 3, yeah, 4 teams, pardon me, at 1 loss, and then everyone else at 2 losses. And point out that very early there are no winless teams, so everybody's staying pretty close through the first couple of days and 5 draws.
Unless I come. No, that's a tough shot. I don't want to give her a hole. Let's put one real tight to that 7 rock so she can't raise it. 'Cause then that might sort of block the 3 rock raise. Okay, I had there on my first one, so I can take a wee bit more, right? What do you think? Discard the pass? Or should
Early numbers on the 2 skips, Kaylo and Fowler.
Not the way they're sitting.
Okay.
One of them's going to go into ours.
Okay.
I hate to darn.
Well, she's going to try and put a rock in this area here to take away this raise, but there's another very obvious way to get 2 and a much safer way for Kelly Kaylo to get 2. She could, and I'm just to illustrate again, she could raise that one, yes,
So I need a wee bit less.
if Lois blocks that. But there's another spot, and I'll show you in a moment.
Yeah, she's less.
Yep, short on it.
Moving. Where's the weight?
Line's good.
Where's the weight?
Whoa.
We don't
Whoa.
want it tight. We want it up here.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's good. Whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Stop.
Shot.
Shot.
You could try and raise this one back, but I think the easiest way to get 2 and the safest way is to hit this one here and roll right across here, because you can't do any damage, and try and get your 2 that way. Even if you happen to hit your own, it'll go on to that and you won't lose it. If you played this one here and you ever clipped your own, you'd be sick. You'd be sick. So I think the safest way is to come from the outside on this one here.
So you just want half that stone, right?
She hasn't even seen it, though. I mean, she's pretty deliberate on this. She's seen this raise only.
Well, she's playing the long raise. The raise from the other side is safe
half
as
that
well.
red stone.
Okay.
Just nice scooter to tee weight.
All right.
You notice I didn't say the seconds.
This is the one she's playing. She's going to try and raise this to the 4-foot to get 2. This is the one we talked about.
I think I should throw about 13 still.
Now, if she has seen it and is ignoring it, is it possibly due to the ice out there?
Well, actually, the ice is pretty good out there for that kind of a shot because it's running so straight. You can take right on the edge of the stone and throw it up. But I mean, she's just playing a draw raise, a tap back raise. This shot is very makeable. You got lots of the 4-foot.
Final stone here in 4 of a 1-1 tie.
Yes.
Kelly Kaylo.
Hurry.
Cheryl Burlington. Sharon Cormier. Need to raise it to the 4-foot. Straight back. Sitting time.
Very close.
Very close.
Try, Kelly.
Need to hit it a little bit more on an angle. She had the weight.
Yep.
One red, one for the Yukon Northwest Territories and the team from the Yellowknife Curling Club. Plate 4 here in Regina.
Not quite.
Honey, do you need any help?
Mommy, I'm a big girl now.
You can feel the cottony softness.
Cottony soft.
Cottonelle.
Gentle. Hypoallergenic.
What's going on in there?
Just bathroom stuff, Mom.
Cottonelle.
Feel the cottony softness.
McCain brings you the freshest tasting frozen pizza ever made. McCain Pizza Premiere in the unique vacuum-packed flavor lock package that seals air out so it stays fresher tasting longer. It cooks in just half the time and has a tender, no-mess rim. So whenever you're ready for pizza, McCain Pizza Premiere is ready for you in fresh tasting deli lovers, pepperoni, and deluxe. McCain Pizza Premiere. We've got a lock on fresh taste.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Waiting for the fish to bite, you think about how smart your daughter has gotten and how much your son is starting to look like you. And you wonder why you never noticed until now. But you might as well head back to camp. The fish seem to be as relaxed as you are. Rediscover your family while you discover North America. Recreation vehicles. Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
Canadian curling legends have made their mark at the Labatt Brier. But for the first time in years, the battle for the tankard is wide open. Five-time Ontario rep Wayne Middaugh headlines a rookie laden field. Catch expanded coverage of all the excitement live from Winnipeg. The 1998 Labatt Brier. See it and live it on TSN.
How's that?
Well, that's my sister. You bet it is. Kelly Kaylo's sister is Tracy Lovett. That's husband Alan alongside Kelly's husband. And a lot of supporters for Sharon Cormier here. That's her dad up in the upper left, Al Dulmage, who is a many-time champion, Brier participant from the Yukon Northwest Territories. As we mentioned, lots of support here for Sharon because she's a native of Regina. 2-1, Yukon Northwest Territories leading as we go to the fifth.
A wee bit more.
It was an interesting end, a great attempt by Kelly Kaylo to get her extra point, Vic. She had a choice of the two shots that I described to you, and she played the quiet raise back, and she had perfect weight. And you're absolutely correct in your comments that if it just doesn't curl quite that much, she's got it perfect.
Yep.
Just curled a little too much for her. She hits it a little more on the angle. It's right into that pocket and a deuce. I'm surprised that Lois hasn't forced the game a little bit.
Board.
She does have the hammer here.
Control. Board. Just, whoa. Yeah? Yep. Hurry. Hard. Need it hard, guys. Come on, it's going. Hard. Hey, whoa. On. Yeah.
Ooh. Cormier with the miss. This email from Ford and Claudio Peloso from Gloucester, Ontario, who will be representing the provinces at the 98 Labatt Brier.
Whoa.
Here we go. And there's many names that are from out of the past. Dale Duguid from Manitoba, Terry Ottershaw from New Brunswick, Toby McDonald,
Toby McDonald.
Wow, played what, 76 in Montreal with McDuff. Bruce Melville from Northern Ontario.
Tom Reed from the 70s.
You betcha. On through Wayne Madaw, who finally breaks out of Ontario. Guy Hemmings we've seen at the McCain TSN Skins game. Rod Montgomery,
WCT champion.
And Trevor Alexander from the Yukon Northwest Territory. So it's an interesting mix. I mean, there's lots of new faces. Some have been there before, but some people we haven't seen for a long time make their back.
Whoa, no. Yeah, hurry. Right up, hard. Man, whoa. That moved.
And just a reminder, we'll have 3 draws a day beginning Saturday, March the 7th. And a note to those of you attending from right across the country or from the Winnipeg area. Draw 2 on Saturday, March the 7th has been moved up by half an hour. The start time is now 6 p.m. Winnipeg time. That's draw 2 only. If you have a problem with that, please call, and there you see the numbers.
I guess the redstone must be shot, otherwise Lois certainly wouldn't be playing this.
Shot.
Good stone.
By Sharon Fowler.
It looked like the yellow stone in front was shot, but we didn't see it, so.
That turn? You want to take the other turn? I like this turn. It's skinnier.
Seems like a little thing, but why the discussion on the 2 turns?
Well, you can come into it. I quite frankly, on this kind of a double, prefer to come into the rock with the in turn, but Don wanted to play the thin out turn coming across the face of it. I think sometimes when you get out there in that area, the ice really runs straight. We saw one of Lois Fowler's almost drift out there.
No, we're not doing very well here. Good enough.
We'll get 1.
Well, Manitoba's in a position to get a deuce. They have advantage of last rock. They're lying 1, drawing to lie 2. Betty Cooling, her first stone.
Has played very well so far.
Sure has.
Oh, hard.
Full 12.
Hard. It's light.
Need help?
Light.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Okay.
Kiss of death we put on her, Vic.
Just a reminder, we'll be back with you. Linda will rejoin us for our second of 3 draws today. Prince Edward Island, Tammy Lowther of Charlottetown will play Saskatchewan's Kathy Trowell.
Yep. Yes. Hurry.
PEI with a bye this morning, sits at 2-1.
Hurry. Right up. Hard, guys. Come on.
Don Moses.
Quick. Right up. Come on.
Trying to take advantage of that miss by Manitoba.
Okay,
rolls a shooter out.
Did the trick.
Well, the corner guard is there to try and utilize. Betty just threw it flat out light. She knew it when she let it go.
3-7-2, and I had 7-8 last time.
Hurry for
So I
line.
think we
Hurry.
solved it.
Hurry.
Hurry for line.
Hurry for line. Hurry. Hurry, guys. Hurry. Push.
Trying to sneak it by that corner if they can.
Hard.
They'll be all over it.
Roll it over. Okay. There, because you think with the way it's curling or less?
It's definitely starting to move, Vic. As opposed to the first couple ends, you're seeing a lot more movement now. You can see Kelly certainly thinks so. She's taking.
Okay, guys.
She needs about
14?
3.5 feet of movement here to get this one covered. And in practice session, it was barely going 2.
front of the tee.
It's warming up in the building.
14. I think we've got enough ice. Seems to be really moving this turn now.
So she's going with the in-turn here to get into the top of the tee, as she says, in the 4-foot. Would you go with the out-turn and try and slide it between those stones?
No, I would play this turn for sure, because if you don't get it buried the other way, then Lois can make the hit and get the roll behind the corner.
Hurry, hurry! Hard, hurry! Hard!
Burlington, Cormier. Looks like she's got some great line here. Got enough weight to get it by. Oh, she's going to come up light. Boy, what a great line she had.
It's starting to not big time fudge, but it's not sliding like it was in the early ends.
They took one out here and it finished in. But then the only trouble is if I come this way and then leave it half open, she's rolling behind the corner. Might be easier.
Yeah, the raise is there.
What do you think? It's there. I took ice right there. That seems to be where we're taken from when I want, and if Jocelyn seemed to hang there, and I can hit it on that side. I think that's about right, don't you? Shouldn't move much with tap back weight.
Well, you don't think it'll bury this way, eh?
Well, yeah.
But it's up to you.
I think this is easier. I've got two to hit it behind.
Yeah.
My interns aren't going to curl like hers did.
So there.
I think that's lots. I'll take a look at it and see what they think.
We heard the discussion about playing the in-turn draw or playing the tap back, and the reasoning behind Lois wanting to play the tap back.
Should I play the raise? Yeah. Like, I can't get my interns to walk like theirs can. However, I mean, it's wide open.
That's what you gave me for.
I know, that's what I give you for a draw, and yours hang out there.
No, well, that's what you gave me for the raise.
I'm going to throw more weight. What do I need for the raise?
3.7.
3.6? 6.5? I think, you know, it's just so hard to, yeah, it's about 2 feet out. Tell me if I look heavy or light.
Tap back raise.
Yep. Whoa. If you can. Whoa, if you can.
How's the weight?
Weight's good. Yes!
Yeah!
Yes! Hurry!
Good shot by Lois.
Boy, is it ever. Very nice.
I really think she arrived at the right shot. I think that she was referring to Kelly's come around. She's I don't get them. I don't get them started the way Kelly does. So
probably just an edge.
This was a good percentage call.
Hack?
Kelly can't see a lot of this.
How much do you see? Well, I like hack.
Yeah. So hack to board even.
Take a look at it when you get down there.
I don't think you can see very much of it. A quarter, maybe. So it's
This
definitely
rather than the straight back?
Well, the straight back looks good too from here, doesn't it?
I think the straight back is easier.
It's whatever you feel more.
Let's go straight back.
Yeah, this is the easier shot. They were going to try and pick that out of there, and I don't think so. They're going to play this stone here and drive it back onto this.
Yep.
This is the shot you have to have now in your bag.
Yeah, there is just a tiny little piece there.
Yeah, she had just it was a pick otherwise.
This is just a.
Manitoba has the hammer here in 5, 2-1.
So that's where we don't
Team
want to
from
oversweep it.
Yellowknife leading.
I'm just going to throw it board on this.
Kelly Kaylo.
Whoa!
No. Yeah.
Whoa! Yeah! Yeah! Whoa! Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah.
Run it straight back. Here it comes up forward. Back.
Get out of there.
Got it. Nice shot.
Good work, guys.
That was a much easier shot. I'm sorry, a much easier shot than the one she was going to try and attempt. She's also lying one.
Try and blank it if you can.
Both teams trading some pretty shot making here in 5. And now tries for the blank. Lois Fowler.
Nice shot, Kelly. Beauty.
That's Always marvel
Try and
at
get the
that.
mic
That's
if we can.
something very special in the game. Curler should be very proud of that. Never lose it.
Nope. That's one of the things that I really enjoy about the game too is the ability of the athlete to congratulate his opponent on a well played and well executed shot. I think it's great. Single.
Manitoba can't roll it out. Lois Fowler takes one here in 5. Midway through this 6th draw, and we're all even. Deuces are wild.
Hi, everybody back home.
It's the way we welcome the sun with 35 sunblock. The way some of the best water now mostly comes in bottles. It's the way we make time for exercise and like to enjoy reading. Today, more and more people are finding reasons to take better care of themselves. That's why Subway offers 7 subs, each under 6 grams of fat. Because when you're through surfing, you might want to go for a swim. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. This my notebook. Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645.
I first started on a rink just like this.
Elvis Stoico knows what it takes to be a champion.
It takes hard work to deliver a top performance.
Like McCain Frozen Punch delivers the real fruit taste of real fruit juice for champions like Elvis Stoico. McCain Frozen Punch in a choice of thirst-quenching flavors like grape, orange, and fruit punch. So get the jump-on taste, the year-round taste of real fruit juice in McCain Frozen Punch.
McCain, now that's top taste performance.
Imagine living in a neighborhood where the worst traffic you encounter is a group of running 8-year-olds, where you actually know your neighbors, and the biggest crime committed is that steak you burned last night. Recreation vehicles. Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
So I pull into this gas station. Oh, classic oversqueeze. Watch this. Release the hounds! Perfect pump.
2037.
Even at the gas station, you can do more with the American Express card.
We're midway through this 6th draw. Let's update you on all the scores. Manitoba with 1 in 5. And so that's our featured game, all tied up. 2-2 Yukon Northwest Territories and Manitoba. Let's update the game between Alberta and New Brunswick as they complete play in the 5th. Kathy Borst from the Otwell Curling Club in Edmonton in a 2-2 tie with Kathy Floyd from the Thistle St. Andrews in St. John. Shot stone is the blue stone, top 4 tee line, and this is a hit for 2. And Borst will pick up a pair and lead it 4-2 as they go to their 5th end break. Good crowd on hand. All the games are either at the 5th break and just underway in the 6th. Team Canada with a 3-2 lead on British Columbia, steal of 1 by Schmerler in 5 to take the lead on Garvey. Kathy Trowell from Regina leading 4-2 over Quebec. And Marie-Claude Carlos after another steal in 4. Planning strategy, Manitoba and the Yukon Northwest Territories. And it will have the 6th end of play when we come back to the Agridome in Regina.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell.
Energizer. Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell Outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
This is where I work. These are my coworkers. Those are my customers. And that's me. Employee number 8. I make baskets.
I saw the decade when the world would change at the blink of an eye. And if anything, then there's your sign. I was alive and I waited. I was alive and I waited for this. Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be. Right here, right now.
The world's most powerful tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
TSN Pins Bowling strikes again. Catch the men's 5-pin final Sunday night right here on TSN.
The 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by White Swan. Quality runs in our family.
Well, this is our home away from home for the entire week. It's really our second trip here. We've been here for the Labatt Brier as we check the numbers after 5, right?
Well, the ice really has set the trend here. You can see that there's no steals. Both teams have played pretty conservatively. The draw percentages in particular for the territories, Yukon territories, is really a little bit low. Manitoba is a little bit higher, but you can see the hit percentages are high, and that's because the ice has been so straight and they played so conservatively. Both the teams are a little spread with Manitoba having an edge, but it's a very close game, obviously, on the scoreboard, 2-2, so nobody's really taken a lot of chances. There's been a couple of chances missed.
Yeah. Well, this is the time that Kelly Kaylo told me that she will, middle ends, have to start going, and especially now when she has the hammer in a 2-2 tie.
I mean, she wouldn't lie to you.
No, I hope not. Sharon Fowler got a note passed to us by somebody here in the crowd that says, trivia, what city is home of the world's first curling museum? And I knew that. I said Weyburn, because we were there. We visited the Turner's Curling Museum during our...
Want to come around?
Does he think for 1 minute he's going to trick you on anything in curling in this country?
But we visited when
we did.
had Canadian Curling Weekly. It's called Turner Curling Museum in Weyburn, Saskatchewan, and it is a wonderful place if you are curious about the history of the game. And Weyburn, just take it south, Highway 6 south, and you can't miss it.
Yes.
We're not going to start on this map stuff, are we?
Yes, hurry. Hurry. Hard, hard, right up. Come on, come on. All the way, hard.
Looking for the roll.
Can you yell a little louder, Kelly?
Okay. Even here is fine. Here or here.
Yep, all the way.
Yep. Right up.
Out turn, come
Where's the
around.
weight? Where is it? 12 foot. Yep. Hurry. Line's great. It's got lots of room. Lots of room. Light. Still got room. Hurry. Hurry. He's coming great.
She's made some nice come-arounds. Sharon has. Just need a little bit more weight to get that one covered. Get that
Hack
one
weight,
buried.
Sharon. Move that. That's okay.
She's made some good come-arounds.
Well, they flirted with these guards throughout the entire game, and it's the hit and rolls that they've just failed to get.
Yes. Hurry. Hurry. Hard, hard. Hurry. Hard. Come on. Right up. All the way, hard. Okay. That's fine.
You can see when she let it go that she got it on the inside of the stick and just no chance on it. We're getting a little movement around the center of the ice like that now. Both turns, actually. That out turn is starting to work a little bit as well.
You know what, too? Let's remember, yesterday in the morning draw, the 9 a.m. draw, 10 a.m. Eastern draw, there were only 2 games on the ice, and there weren't a lot of people. On this draw, you've got 4 games. You've got both Team Canada, Saskatchewan, both from here in Regina. More people, so maybe the ice is going to be affected a lot quicker.
Well, I think we've seen them. Don't you feel that we've seen a little change in the 4th, 5th end? I mean, from the first and second end.
Oh, no doubt.
And there's no question. There's a huge crowd for the morning. This is just marvelous. I mean, the support that the Heart is getting. I know. Talking to Robin Wilson, she's just delighted.
Okay.
Just wonders if we should get going here. Just wondering if she
Right here.
Taking a peek at the clock, Vic. Talking about time.
Control.
It's always a factor.
Don Moses. Try to run them both.
No swing, drags it to the toe. Stays pretty high. Good straight arm. Throws from the top. Pretty free release.
Yep. Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Hard. Hurry. Good enough.
Looking for the double, but
Jammed it and leaves the stone showing. But it is Manitoba buying one without. There are the time clocks that hang high from the rigging
That's biting.
overhead, and then you see our Panavision camera tucked in behind it. That's the camera that gives us the view of the house. And it's 73 minutes in playing time available, plus 2 one-minute timeouts. And when they get into complicated ends, and you've heard Lyndon Ray talk about it, that quite often teams will try and bank time early, and that's why they'll play a couple of clean ends, so they have a little extra when it gets down to 7, 8, and 9, or an end that might require more time.
It's certainly one of Sandra's ploys. I mean, she likes very much so to run through the first couple ends and get herself into a rhythm. And you know, as an opposition to her, I would try hard not to let her do that. Not only you're playing, you know, when you're playing her, you're playing the best women's team in the world. You know, you don't like her to get into a position where she is most comfortable. But
Yes.
a lot of teams do it.
Hard. All the way up. Right up. Hurry. Yep. That's good. That's clean. That's nice. Big weight, eh? Yeah. But I think she had.
Pretty straightforward situation. You know the danger of this kind of game. Well, we talked about this last night, Lyndon, you and I, but the danger about running through to end 7 and 8 and 9 and not making some kind of a move, no matter what team, is that if you get a bad break, you know, you get a bad break or something that happens, a jam that you didn't count on or something around, you know, 7, 8, and 9, all of a sudden it's too late, you know, to get yourself back in play, and can play a major role in the outcome of the game. So I'm just of the belief that if I'm going to do anything, I have a practice session, I'd like to get at it.
Trying to blank this end or trying to bang it there? Who's that? The other option is come around that.
Oh, I don't know.
Just control.
No, I wouldn't come around that. It's too.
I mean, it's that thing You see now it's the 2-on-1, but you have to be smart about the 2-on-1 situation, I guess.
This rock's in the rings, and it's too late, and you're gonna make the Kelly has the advantage of
Well,
last
it's a pretty
rock, but
clean end,
make your
so-
play with your lead. You lead in your seconds.
We're thinking we'll try and get something going in 7 or 8.
Ah.
If we don't take it, if we don't, we'll probably blank this. Got to blank 7 too. Straight up.
Well, she's thinking the even end concept. I don't agree with that at all. She's like, she wants to score on the even end, on the 8th.
Oh.
I like to get points on it. I told you how I feel about extending, extending your play. So.
Well, and I said to her when we chatted, I said, don't you just want to get the points when you can? She says, no, that the even end is the way they think about it. Now, is it hanging on the edge of the 12?
With the free, excuse me, with the free guards on rule, I don't think that we should be thinking that way.
I threw one out here in practice, and I threw real nice control, and it moved in nicely. It's just nibbling.
It's also you're at the mercy, as it were, of the player or the team that you're up against. I mean, it's one thing for you to want to play it open and try to carry play through and do it when you want to, but if Lois decides to be aggressive, then you have to go with her, do you not?
Well, she could force you by putting some rocks up front, that's for sure. I mean, but she's been a little reluctant herself, Vic, in this game.
3. Right to the button, Sharon, if you can. Way over.
Nice shot, Lois.
Updating the game between Team Canada and British Columbia. We showed you the steal of 1 by Canada in the 5th. This is the final stone for Sue Garvey out of the Kamloops Curling Club with a record of 1-2, going against undefeated 3-0 Team Canada, and will sit their T-line 12 foot for 1 and a 3-3 ties. They go to the 7th. It's funny, my thinking would be, as simple as it may sound, if the team that I'm playing against wants to play it this way, as Kelly does, I'm going to do everything to force her to play my way. I'm going to be aggressive against her.
Well, if that's what you like, if you're an aggressive player, then I couldn't agree more. I mean, but everybody has I think the key is that you have to start every end with some kind of a plan. You just can't throw up a shot and not, and then make your decisions after the second shot is played or the third shot is played.
And she fails to blank here, so the Yukon Northwest Territories and Kelly Kaylo forced to take 1. Lois Fowler, the team from Brandon, has the hammer back.
She threw that like I did, just inside the big weight and stays right there.
Okay, I'll be back on Tuesday. The numbers are on the fridge. I color-coded all your meals so you won't be confused. The blue one is a beef dish. B is for beef. The pink one's a pork dish. P is for pork. You get the idea. The green one is for vegetables. It should be violet for vegetables. But I thought you might see violet but think purple and interpret pork, which would defeat the whole purpose of convenient color coding altogether. 4 minutes on high, stir halfway. Bye, guys.
So what do you guys want for dinner, blue or pink?
Did somebody say McDonald's?
I hope Mom color-coded breakfast, too.
Some of us thrive in wet situations. Scott towels are no exception. Thirsty Scott towels are so absorbent and strong you can trust them to soak up quickly, which is a good thing. For most of us. Scott towels, always thirsty for more.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests prove that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
Everything you need to know to race, recreate, or just relax on the water. Today's Boating lets you prepare for the season ahead. And whether you're a powerboat fan, sailing enthusiast, or planning an open water adventure, turn to Today's Boating, your video boating magazine. TSN presents Today's Boating Sunday. See it, live it on TSN.
Updating the game between Saskatchewan and Quebec. And you see Saskatchewan leading 4-2. It's Kathy Trowell and her team from the Cali here in Regina. Boy, the people came out last night. Record crowd, 7,300 plus, to see her play her club mate, Sandra Schmerler. Trying now to bounce back against Quebec after losing last night 8-3 to Schmerler. And she's got her game in gear here, playing Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec, 5-2. As she draws the lid for 5-2. Yeah, it's double trouble out of the Caledonian Curling Club as they, both teams, Team Canada and Saskatchewan, come from the Cali.
Well, we got a couple rocks in that free guard zone area, in that control zone that we talked about at the top of the show.
Right there.
And so Kelly has got a chance to get them off of there, get them out of there. And she's going to attempt to do that with the in-turn double.
Normal. Yes, hurry.
Sharon Cormier.
Hard, hard, hurry. Hurry, right up, hard, hard, hurry. All the way, guys. Come on, hard. Hurry, hurry, right up, hard.
Nice shot, Sharon. Nice shot, Sharon.
Way to go, Sharon.
That's what she was asked to do, and that's what she did.
Even here's okay.
I think Linda's still just having her breakfast. She's gone shopping. What do you think? You know what a shopping nut she is. I bet she's looking for another outfit.
Lots of room. Lots of room. Where is it? Still got tons of room.
Sharon Fowler as we play second stones in the seventh. 3-2. Yukon, Northwest Territories leading.
Trying to utilize that corner guard, but certainly missed it by a long way. Rocks are not sliding like they were in the first, second, third, and fourth.
Go this way.
Same way.
Normal. Yes. Yep. Hurry. Normal. Hurry. Hard, hard. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, that's good.
Pull.
That's fine.
Well, you're waiting for somebody to really go at it.
Whoa,
and as you suggest, you know, suddenly you turn around and look at the scoreboard and you're in the 9th or 10th, and
that's big weight.
Maybe it's too late.
Come on, come back. Oh, come back. Okay. Top 4. I think we need to go tight, eh?
Right there.
Tight to the rings.
14. Where is it?
Real tight, real tight.
Top 12.
Top 12 only.
Make sure it's tight. Top 12, guys. Oh, a bit more. Top 12.
No.
Deep for it. It's deep.
No, too much of a hit and roll here. Or back, straight back then. Right back. Yeah.
Okay, Dawn.
It's fine, Dawn.
Keeping our eye on the game between Alberta and New Brunswick. 4-2, Alberta leading. New Brunswick Kathy Floyd, Thistle St. Andrews in St. John, has the hammer. This is her final stone. New Brunswick at one point lying 2, looking like they might be able to break out with a big end, but some great shots by Borst and her third. Heather Godberson now have them lying 3, and this is a draw against 3. She needs a piece of the blue, piece of the 4-foot.
A couple great shots by Kathy Borst, in particular, right, Vic. She raised a rock back, killed 2 on the 4-foot. Nice shot by Kathy Floyd.
To pick up 1 in the 6th, 4-3, Alberta leading. And the team from the Otwell in Edmonton has the hammer back to play the 7th.
Lois Fowler with last rock in this end, trying desperately to get a roll in behind the corner guard on the far side with no success. Hit it on the nose.
Clean it.
Rolled the other way, actually.
Nice clean. Nice
And
job.
there's a straight exchange.
Nice throw. Good work.
Nice shot, Don.
Who's control?
Hit this one here and try and roll over this way here. Try and get it right into that area there.
Little up. Okay. Atta girl. Ooh. I'd say about there.
So up and down the sheet here in this 7th.
Give her in the 8th, right, Sharon? Oh, this is an even end. Yeah, that's right.
This is not 8.
Oh, this is 7. Yeah. Great.
Listen to us, ladies. We'll keep you updated.
Okay, I had it right.
Although Ray might be a little confused sometimes.
Okay,
We would like to keep the 8th end, but
They're both concerned about the
man, there's a lot of spots there you think are coming off, eh? And they don't.
No, they don't.
We just spend the whole game trying to get them off. 9-5.
Regional director for Canadian North Airlines, a partner of Canadian International.
Hard, go hard, go hard.
Her husband
Go
also
hard, guys.
owned a McDonald's franchise in Yellowknife. Kelly Kaylo.
Inside. Inside. Whoa. Inside.
Hit the roll?
Whoa, leave it on the edge. Leave it. Well,
We haven't seen, I'm sure
getting awful close to that guard.
Liz Fowler is going to look for the blank, but if she can, they just exchange stones. But are the blanks more difficult to make on this kind of ice?
Oh, sure, you don't, because the house is not lively like we've seen in the past. The blank is great. I mean, if you get the blank, fine, you hold the hammer. 2 points is better than the blank. I can assure you that.
Without a doubt. Now, she
Try and
could
tighten up a little bit so we
sneak
can
it
get a
behind
roll.
that corner. She gives herself a chance. She tried to roll behind that one on the edge of the 12.
roll.
It looks like she's trying to roll across the sheet.
I know. Control.
Yep.
How about the other way?
Yes.
Now the outside roll, because you're not going to come across the face, so she's trying to roll out behind the other little corner, but no such luck.
It's just a run there, I guess.
Live update for you. Canada and British Columbia. You see 3 yellow stones. They belong to BC and Sue Garvey in a 3-3 tie as they play the 7th with Team Canada. Sandra Schmerler. Schmerler with a record of 3-0, leading all the standings coming into the 6th draw. And this is her final stone, the hammer, here in 7, facing 3. Again, that great front end of Joan McCusker on the left, Marcia Gooderwright on the right. Jan Betker calling them off.
This is no easy shot. Boy, she laid that down nicely. That is a great shot, you know, under pressure.
To get the 1. And a 4-3 lead. Sue Garvey from Kamloops putting pressure on the defending Canadian world and gold medal winners.
Roll, Cheryl. Go, go, go.
Kelly Kaylo rolled it closer to that guard.
Now
on into the 12.
Excuse me. And now it's more difficult to blank because if you hit it on the outside, you'll come off the yellow and you'll be in the rings.
Oh, with this weight. That turn?
No, it doesn't matter.
No. I don't like that in turn as much.
Well, big center rock and normal weight. Would that be all right?
Look, is right. I can't hit it and roll off this way. It's going to be on.
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, you can't, Lois. If she hits it on the outside, and she'll come off the yellow and be in. She wants to try and get a blank here, but to blank it, she has to roll right across the rings. And on this ice surface, Vic, you have to hit it pretty thin. You heard her say.
It's all normal.
Final stone.
Oh, it's staying right there. Whoa, never mind.
Okay.
It does. It stays right there. Rolls in top 12 for one. So the problem with blanking continues. Manitoba has to take one here in the 7th. Ties it up 3-3. And so Kelly Kaylo from Yellowknife back on track. An even end coming up. Maybe a chance for her to go after more than one.
Tools for the only world that matters. Yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
For years, you've heard the debate.
Duracell. Energizer.
Which battery lasts longer?
Duracell.
Energizer.
Duracell.
Energizer. Duracell. Energizer. Duracell.
Duracell.
Recent tests proved that Duracell outlasts Energizer. Better make it the alkaline battery proven to last longer. Better make it Duracell.
It's the way we welcome the sun with 35 sunblock. The way some of the best water now mostly comes in bottles. It's the way we make time for exercise and like to enjoy reading. Today, more and more people are finding reasons to take better care of themselves. That's why Subway offers 7 subs, each under 6 grams of fat. Because when you're through surfing, you might want to go for a swim. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
Since the Hendrick Racing Team started using Quaker State, they finished 1-2 in the 96 Winston Cup standings. Finished 1-2-3 this year at Daytona. And they've won at Rockingham, Bristol, Martinsville, and Charlotte. Which makes you wonder, is it in their blood or in their engines? Quaker State, the quality the Hendrick Racing Team demands, the quality your car deserves.
Welcome back to the Agridome on a beautiful Monday morning here in Regina. Temperature +3 again. Updating all the scores for you. The little asterisk indicates the team with the hammer and the end they are playing. British Columbia making a battle of it with Team Canada. Saskatchewan up, and as we go to the 8th, it's the team from Yellowknife on sheet D on the extreme right as we look at it. That has the hammer playing 8. And so the first stone, and there, now you see, here we go. First stone is out, and is she gonna play to the wings here and into the wings, or is she playing a little tick?
Yeah, she's just trying to move it over. Excuse me. Excuse me, Vic.
Big weight? Curl. No, we got a little too much.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Well, maybe not. He'll roll it in.
Okay.
So the edge of the 12. See, now there's something that she readily admits it. That's not her game. She does not want to go behind that center or put up something else.
Throwing it in. Right here.
But that's Kelly's style, huh?
So Lois is going to throw another rock out in front, try and get something going here.
She's there. Just clean. Whoa, whoa. Oh, you wanted it right. She wanted it. Bring it in then. If it's coming in, you might as well bring it in. Come here, Betty.
Roll over.
Into the rings.
Control.
Yes, hurry.
Sharon Cormier.
Hurry. Hard.
But you know,
Hurry.
going back to that situation with Kaylo, the first stone is out in front, and if you're Kelly and if you're going to be the least bit aggressive, would you not have taken that opportunity and tried to use it rather than chip it off and move it to the side? It's not like you're defending something, you're trying to make something happen.
Well, she didn't like the positioning of it, obviously. It was on right on that center line, so.
Whoa. Right off. It's control.
Sharon Fowler.
Set up control. Wait.
Oh, that's more than control, isn't it? Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
And hangs another one on the edge, but now there's something to go behind here, edge of the 12.
Like this? Let's try that.
To choose between the two Sharons.
Pretty even.
You like this hit?
Yeah, she's going to try and hit and use the top yellow one, the one sitting at the 10-30 position, and try and get behind it by playing the outside one, trying to roll in.
Hurry! Hard,
use it as a corner guard.
Hard! Come on, come on! All the way hard, hard, hard! Right up! I got it. Right up! Right up! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Almost a great shot. It was a very good shot, as a matter of fact. It's peeking out a bit, but great attempt.
Just control.
Eddie Cooling, the Manitoba third here in the 8th. Oh. This email brought to you by Ford from Mary Templeton in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Can the coaches speak with the skips at any time or just during the timeouts?
Well, actually, Vic, they can only speak to the coaches at the 5th end break, and then during the timeouts they can call. They're not supposed to be communicating with the teams during the course of play.
And there's the Manitoba coach,
Hold
Brian
back a bit.
Fowler, Lois's husband.
Come on, I think so. Watch out.
Whereabouts?
Okay. T-line.
So an opportunity here for Yukon Northwest Territories to take advantage possibly of that miss by Betty Cooling.
Yeah, that, you know, now you get a chance to get your deuce, which is the control point.
It's lots. Good call, guys.
And Lois is going to try and get the rocks closer together. Possibly set up a double.
That's nice.
Live update for you. Alberta, New Brunswick. It's 4-3. Alberta leading. And you see Alberta is lying one back edge of the 4-foot. This will be the final stone for Kathy Borst and her team from the Otwell in Edmonton with a record of 2-1. Playing Kathy Floyd from St. John, New Brunswick. So this is a draw for 2. Brenda Bomer is on the left. Kate Horn is on the right. This very talented front end with a team from Alberta. Heather Godberson will call the line. Borst gets her deuce. And it's a 6-3 lead for Borst, looking to go to 3-1.
Well, in our game, a hit and a roll, trying to get them a little closer. Kelly will try and roll back the other way. Don Moses.
Control.
Whoa.
A bit down.
No.
Bit down.
No. No.
Oh, oh no, control.
Whoa. Nothing.
Nothing? Come on, get a piece, get a piece.
Well, that's a break for Manitoba. That was the extra point that the Territories needed.
Yeah, I gave Jocelyn there, but I think she just gets better ahead of hers, so. Okay. I'm taking the same ice as yours, Jocelyn. I think you're just playing with them a bit.
What you mean?
No say, guys.
Well, she's talking about the miss that occurred and in the release. So she referred to you're just playing with the stone a little bit as you're releasing it.
Yep. Yep.
Yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Clean.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
It's clean.
Yep, yep.
Yep, yep. Great shot.
Right here. Okay.
It's all, as you said so often, about taking advantage of the chances, your opportunities, and they've handed them back and forth here, both teams.
Well, Kelly's going to draw here now. She's going to try and freeze and use the stone that's behind the tee line to try and set up the extra point.
Let's freeze to it, you guys. Hey? $13, I think, is what we need. Gotta be to it, though. Hard. Whoa,
T-line.
whoa, 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 whoa.
T-line.
Whoa, never.
Graham.
No, no, no
Graham.
line. Nothing.
Graham.
Bam.
Lots of room.
Bam.
Where? Back 8, maybe.
Come on over. Come on over. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Just a little too much weight, Vic. I think with a little less weight, it maybe was brushing weight that would have curled a little more and got onto the face of it, but she just overthrew it a wee bit.
Too much weight. Sorry.
Yep, there you are.
In a 3-3 tie, here are the numbers on the
Just nice
two
controlled
skips, Kelly Kaylo, Lois Fowler.
Well, they both played very well. They both played very simple. I mean, they've had very simple shots, but you still have to make them, and they've curled very well. A chance for Lois to put a little extra pressure on Kelly Kaylo by hitting and maybe rolling away a little bit away from the other stone to lie 3 and.
Control.
Lois Fowler,
Can you roll
real
the other
estate
way,
agent
or?
for Century 21,
No.
Westman Realty in Brandon.
Whoa. Shot.
Very nice shot.
It's all right.
July 2.
Don't mind that corner up here.
Pardon me, lying 3, the one up at the edge
Take
of
a little
the
less. I just
12.
He's going the same way. Okay.
No weight, just a touchdown.
So draw for 1 here in 8.
I have to throw just a little less
Yeah,
weight.
a little less.
Not much, though.
No, not too much less. It's good. Go.
You don't want to throw much less weight if
Like
you're
you
playing
can now,
if you're playing to the backing.
final stone here in 8.
Less, guys. Go hard.
And it is less, says Kelly Kaylo.
Weight's good.
Oh, never, never, no,
Cormier,
no.
Burlington back right off.
It's good. T-line. T. It's got to be T. It is. Oh, come on, you guys. It's there, Dawn. It's all right.
Go hard, go hard.
It's good. It's good.
Well, they don't want to miss this opportunity. That would be
Good work, guys.
big mistake. Great shot by Kelly Kaylo as she faces 3, puts it 4-foot T-line for the single. 4-3. Yukon Northwest Territories leading.
Silly.
Boy, everything in the Regina leader post is about the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
I first started on a rink just like this.
Elvis Stoico knows what it takes to be a champion.
It takes hard work to deliver a top performance.
Like McCain Frozen Punch delivers the real fruit taste of real fruit juice for champions like Elvis Stoico. McCain Frozen Punch in a choice of thirst-quenching flavors like grape, orange, and fruit punch. So get the jump on taste, the year-round taste of real fruit juice in McCain Frozen Punch.
McCain, now that's top taste performance.
Son, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. Think back. Remember when you were 6 and we took you to McDonald's for your birthday party? All the kids, all the fun. All for you, son. For you. Remember that day, son? Remember when someone stole your fries, but we never found out who? Never found out.
It was him. Did somebody say McDonald's?
Waiting for the fish to bite, you think about how smart your daughter has gotten and how much your son is starting to look like you. And you wonder why you never noticed until now. But you might as well head back to camp. The fish seem to be as relaxed as you are. Rediscover your family while you discover North America. Recreation Vehicles. Wherever you go, you're always at home. Call today for a free brochure or visit an RV dealer near you.
Listen to the wind. Listen with your heart. Listen, what do you hear? Join us as the adventure continues in Kenneth Feld's production of Walt Disney's World on Ice, The Spirit of Pocahontas. It's the magic, the excitement, and the journey of a lifetime. Listen, and you too can experience all the colors of the wind.
Playing Skydome March 12th through 15th and Cops Coliseum March 17th through 22nd. Buy tickets now.
Canadian curling legends have made their mark at the Labatt Brier. But for the first time in years, the battle for the tankard is wide open. 5-time Ontario rep Wayne Middaugh headlines a rookie-laden field. Catch expanded coverage of all the excitement live from Winnipeg. The 1998 Labatt Brier. See it and live it on TSN.
You can get caught up on all the news in the NBA. The show is In the Paint with Brendan Connor. Comes your way today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time on TSN. Updating the game between Team Canada and British Columbia 4-3. It's Team Canada leading as they play a final stone for Sue Garvey and her team from the Kamloops Curling Club, and we'll look forward to being back in Kamloops for the Ford Worlds in April. This is the final stone as she draws against 2, and she'll play to the backing for a single point in the 8th. And they're all even, 4-4. Team Canada Schmerler looking to win her 4th in a row. As we return to our sheet, and Lois Fowler has the brush down for her lead. Jocelyn Beaver.
Well, the first rock came up short. Lois countered that with a corner guard, so we do have 2 rocks in the free guard zone area. And then Kelly Kaylo played a tap back, and that's the stone sitting in the 8-foot that Lois Fowler is playing down to. Obviously, Manitoba looking to generate some offense. They haven't made a move through the whole game, but the race is on right here. Manitoba with the advantage of last rock, playing 9. Better not wait much longer.
No. And what we've seen too in the through the first couple of days is how difficult it has been to get those stones in front of the tee line. A lot of stones have been long, haven't they?
Yeah, they sure have been. looking for the freeze again, the out turn.
Sharon Cormier, who works for the Public Works and Services Department of the Northwest Territories.
Hurry, hurry! Hard, hard, guys, come on, come on! Hurry! Right up, hard, 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 hard.
Sneak it by that guard if they can.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yep.
Oh, and the raise
That's fine, Sharon.
puts the Yellowknife Stone top 8 and second shot and covered.
No, they're right up here. Or right here. I don't mind this here.
Sharon Fowler, who's in advertising sales with Manitoba Telecom.
Full 12. Yep, line's good. Whoa, just keep it. Just tight's good. Tight's good. Where is it? Top 12. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Betty, come here. It's a good shot.
She's wanted to have these little chats
Wanna do this?
a lot, Lois Fowler.
Wanna do this here?
Manitoba line 1 just at the back of the 4 foot, it's full on the 8 foot. You can see the yellow stone sitting there. Lois wanted that stone in a little more. Gives Sharon a chance to get around here and negate that back stone.
Yeah, line. Whoa. Yes, hurry, 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 hard,
Starts to walk
hard,
over
right
here.
up.
Sure does. Look at it
Whoa.
go now.
Wait only. Gotta go. Yeah, okay, go.
Great line, great brushing. Look at this.
Whoa.
Great shot.
Right up on top. A dandy indeed by Sharon Cormier.
Now we're seeing exactly now what we saw last night. Did you notice how when it got into the 4 foot paint, how quickly it stopped? The darker circle getting a little bit warmer, and it's fudge. The word they use is fudge. It's really stopping quickly there.
Quick update, Alberta, New Brunswick, as you see Alberta up 6-3. Final stone for Kathy Floyd in the 8th for New Brunswick as she's drawing against 5. And will it sit in time for her? And it just does. Little rub stopped it in time. 1 yellow, 1 for New Brunswick to keep the team from the Thistle St. Andrews alive. Down 6-4, going to 9 against Kathy Borst.
In the upper corner, you saw the split on the front one, Lois trying to get around it. Every rock is in play. This is quite a contrast from what we've watched, Victor. Got them all in play now.
Where have they been the entire game?
Yes. Waited till 9.
Right there.
Top 8 foot. You and I have been together a long time, Vic. And the game that I remember most of all for a style of play was, remember we were in Milwaukee when Patrick Hurleman, actually, who's now the gold medalist, was playing against Igor Ramsfeld. And for some reason, Igor Ramsfeld decided to run for 10 ends. Or for 8 ends or 7 ends and just kept it clean, and all of a sudden got a bad break in 8. I don't know if you remember that or not. And Hurleman comes up with 2 in the 8th end, and that was the game. It was too late, you know. So I've always remembered and asked Igor after, why did you do this? I don't know. I said, I just.
Top 8.
That was.
Okay.
Igor was drawing to save the end, and he would have made the draw. It caught something, and it was a steal as opposed to scoring, and that was a 2-point lead, and he was out of ends. He was out of time.
And that was prior to free guard zone. I mean,
it was.
Maybe more, you'd expected more then, but boy, now. But some people just aren't comfortable. Maybe we just have to understand that.
Okay,
This good control's fine.
Hit it right on the nose is a good shot.
What's she saying?
Control weight. Hit this right on the nose. You'll catch this one. That'll go that way like that. The other will go that way like that. And you could be line 2.
Normal or control?
Control is fine.
You won't lose the back one because it's frozen to the stone behind it. Right on the nose.
Betty Cooling Works as a letter carrier for Canada Post.
Yes! Hurry! Hurry hard! Hurry! Push hard, guys! Hurry! Hurry!
Right on the nose. She's right there.
No, it just curled too much. She hit it the wrong way.
Come a little more then?
It came across the face of it. You'll see she had to hit it a touch just on the nose or just on the other side a little bit.
It's getting tougher now, though, for Manitoba. Those two red stones.
Yeah, guard now.
Do you want to take this?
I don't want to hit it.
Sit there.
Let's put it up, eh? Well,
this is good.
For guard. Like that option? I like guard, I think.
Yeah, the guard's the play here. That's a little too dangerous to...
Have to be a lot shorter, though. Yep. We'll take it.
Don Moses is with the Network Communications Department of Northwest Tel.
Yeah.
For line? Line. Line. Where's the way? Whoa.
You like the guard rather than trying to rattle it around?
Yeah, I don't mind the guard at all.
Let it go,
You've got a
Can't
one-point lead, and
Sit down.
you got her in big trouble.
That's fine, Dawn.
Nice
Very
shot,
nice.
Dawn.
Hey, I like that.
I like
nice
that.
shooting. Picking that front one was...
Timeout been called by Manitoba. Lois Fowler, her first of two.
We're going to our internet question now that came up earlier. Brian Fowler can come to the ice surface and talk to the team and add his, opinions to the situation.
And
here he
he's
comes.
on his way. And his chart book in hand, probably charted every stone, knows what all the stones are. Probabilities are.
I asked Brian, and he said, I asked him if he ever called the time was some kind of a signal, and he said, no, I let them do it. What is
We got
this?
the 4 rock to raise to the hearts, too.
Put that lid off the 2 rock into the middle there, too.
What's that?
You've got a double on that later, whether you want to try it now or not.
I don't know what's she going to do, try one of these. Is she going to raise ours back, or would she?
But you've got, I don't know what you're going to do with that 6 rock. Where are you going to run?
I know, well, that's just it. Unless you hit it across the face of 4 and shoved it up. But we need 4. And I just don't like that guard, because I'm just wishing we could get a play on the 5 up to the...
You could run 6 that way and put it on to... Put 4 on the 2. If you hit it maybe
This is
straight
the
back,
5 stone.
Put 5 on the 5.
I know, that's what I'm
That might be
thinking.
the way to do it.
Play it straight back and push 5 onto 5 onto 5. Again, go across it this way.
Oh, you got to open it up, I guess, one way or another. You still got 4 rock there to do something with
That's what I'm thinking. Let's play up 5 then.
That's the 4
Should we go
rock.
through the hole then? Out turn? Out turn?
This is the 5 rock.
Hey?
Let's
do it lots of time.
This is the other 5 rock.
Number 6 red, but are we playing it with to get it right through the hole, but shove red onto...
Yeah, we got to put it on the outside of this 5.
You're not playing red on the 5 on the 5?
Yep.
Okay.
But do we want to nose it and sit there then? I guess that's not so bad if it's ours.
Well, we could
Then that only leaves
It's
us...
slightly off center. If we hit it there,
And that
it's
goes
not
onto
bad.
that.
So it's about there, and then you get the double.
So just...
The only thing is, I don't know where the red ends up. But
No, I know, it's probably going to go over there. At least it opens it up. That only... Well...
That control's on it. That control wasn't enough, I don't think. Not for this shot.
Okay, well, let's throw up a bit
Almost,
then.
yeah, almost normal.
So if we want to hit this...
Need center rock.
Want to hit this right?
Yeah,
I want to
just
hit it
off
here
center.
more than anything.
Right
Like,
around
even if
the
it goes
center.
right through the hole, I'd rather do that than take our own out. Okay?
And if that yellow one
So
too
right
sharp,
there.
it'll chip it right out.
I know, that's what I'm afraid of. So nose, just right on the 6 pretty much, eh?
Pretty much nose.
Pretty much
Overall.
nose. If it goes...
So she's playing the red onto yellow, Vic. I think that's what they decided. This is the stone here. They're going to try and hit it back, straight back onto that one, which would drive it back onto the red one.
Never really comfortable doing this, are you? Is this playing the opposition's back onto yours? And
no, you'd rather be playing your own back for sure. But anytime you're raising 2 stones, you know, I mean, the percentage and combination of air possibilities is certainly greater.
Yep.
Betty cooling. Last of the third stones here in this crucial ninth with Yukon Northwest Territories leading. Manitoba has the hammer.
Oh!
That's exactly what she didn't want to do. Yeah,
and through.
That is what they did not want to do.
I don't want to. I gave you here, but I don't even want to come near that yellow guard. That's what's saving us right now, too, eh? So let's go there. Yeah, I like that. That's center line.
You can even do this, eh? You can even get this little rub here.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Okay, that's the center line. Yeah, a little more.
I thought she was going to throw a little bit more weight than that, and it had it absolutely wrong. She was trying to drive it back onto that top red one.
Well, that one straight back is good. I like to just creep around that yellow stone so that she doesn't have the raised back.
You could just play it this way.
You don't want to move the stone.
And guard this one. What she's saying is, I like to get around it.
I don't have the right ice.
Into this here area here, and take this raise away from her.
Just come around that yellow stone, guys. I got lots of ice here, so we might be playing to tick off the yellow one too.
And by that she means ticking that one, and coming off
light,
here.
Eh? Don't want to come deep. Gotta go.
Where's it?
Weight's good.
Where's it? Top 12. It's got a curl. Got a curl.
Yeah.
Kelly Kaylo. Things looking good for the team from Yellowknife without the hammer here in 9.
Bring it to the top.
What?
Come on, come on.
She's looking for the little tick, if possible. She's got no handle at all.
No.
No handle.
Absolutely no handle. That's a break for Manitoba. She could have just guarded that raise, Vic.
Stevie Wait just didn't have a
No handle. Yeah, I saw that the whole way.
So
rotation on this kind of soft ice surface when it gets warm. You've got to have rotation. I think Linda and I have been harping on that now for years. You can't come into these arenas and not play without rotation.
So I'm just throwing this tap back wave, heavy
How
draw,
much of that is,
basically.
you think, Kelly's case maybe?
Well, even
We've
if
seen
it does
before.
go...
Trying to baby the shot. You're trying to make it too perfect, and you're thinking about other things rather than just releasing it cleanly.
So what do you think for ice? It's closer to center. I don't want to... That should be
Oh,
good.
you played that last tap. It didn't move.
I know, but that's closer to center this time, so that should be good.
Okay.
Going to run this one straight back now. Here's Kelly's last delivery. Just kind of pulls her hand off and lets it go flat, as opposed to getting any release on it.
6-5 enough for this?
And it goes down the ice. It doesn't even make a full rotation.
Thanks.
In answer to your question, Vic, I think that it comes more from playing in curling clubs on hard surfaces in cold areas where you don't need to really
guys, tell me if I'm heavy.
precisely or
6-5's plenty
put a
then, yeah.
definite release on it, you know.
Right on the nose.
There's a big shot for the Manitoba Skiff. She's going to hit this right on the nose, drive it straight back.
Lois Fowler trying to get her team out of some trouble here in the 9th.
Yep. Yep.
Out of her hand, she's saying yes to Jocelyn Beaver and Sharon Fallon. Now they'll back off. She's got to come up for a little bit.
Yes!
Now straight back.
They should have been brushing that. That was a brushing error.
Shoot.
There was no reason not to be brushing that. Just a tough call for Betty, but you got to make those. They had to have the brushing on it.
Couldn't hear a word you were saying, but I was calling it too. In front of it, you think? Or do we try to come in here now?
Team from Yellowknife continues to lie one.
What else has she got if you put one in front of it? She's got that angle, the red onto the yellow.
She's got the draw.
She's got a draw through this port right here.
For one.
For
right?
one.
Okay, so we don't mind that. The only rock can hurt us is 7.
This is the rock that they're
so we want to
concerned
go
about.
up top.
The only thing, you could try coming here yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Or you could try going up here.
Or you could guard it up there. Take it away from her.
I like the line to go up top.
Circles
the line
of
way
that
up
because
there?
it's near the bottom of the screen, Vic.
That's
I don't
the same
mind the
line as
rub on
I
our
was
7.
shooting, eh?
I don't mind the rub on our
That's the same line
7.
I was shooting. You don't want to open anything up though for this one here.
This is the 7 stone she's talking about. I don't mind a rub on that.
You like high then? High is the safest, right?
I think high is the safest.
What about the other turn, Ray? To come with the out turn and sneak it around that second stroke.
That's the ice I took, right?
Come in that way. And maybe even rub off that yellow and flip into the top 12.
Time. How much time have we got? I don't know.
It's all right. Here comes their coach,
Okay, we're okay.
Doug Bothamley, as they've called timeout.
Come in. What do you think?
Don't
Go high, guard?
I wouldn't open it up. Are we short?
We're shot. But she's got that straight back into a pocket. It's an easy
I know,
shot.
But I would put it up, make her make the double raise.
Yeah, like we're
way
going high.
Way high.
Yeah, that's
way
what we're
high.
thinking.
So she has to make a double raise.
Yeah.
Should we take the other turn then?
Well, as long as you're...
That's what you talked about, Vic.
Same turn, yeah.
Just put it
That's
over
what Victor
across the
said.
Yeah,
hub.
except my...
Whoa.
Okay, I got to put
As
turn
long as
on.
you're tied up coming home, even if she only gets one, you got the hammer coming home, that's all you want.
We're shot.
Just
We're
don't
shot.
open it up. You can't be fooling around moving any of that.
Well, it's all weight then. It's all weight. I got to just be over the hog.
You hear that? Watch a hog line.
Okay. I think we need
This
ice
is the
here
ice
then.
you had here.
Yeah, I know. I think we need less ice.
So we'll go there?
Yeah, don't you think?
Yeah. But then you're
Because
only
the
going
line
up
isn't-
there, so
yeah.
you don't have as far to curl.
A little less even.
Nah,
Well,
too
we can
much.
sit, you know, we can be on this side even.
Yeah, okay.
Anywhere in there.
Right there then?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I guess she's just played this turn, so that's why she goes to it, does she?
Yeah, and that's a good. She's played a couple shots down there. She's through the last one with no handle.
About 15?
No, I think I need about 17, eh?
In this situation,
17?
does it matter?
Wasn't that last one about 14 and something?
You know, I guess what I'm thinking is that I would rather be in behind the yellow so that
16,
she's
yeah.
raising
Yeah, 16.
yellow onto
I'm just
red
giving it to you
rather than
guys.
red
Okay,
onto
it's
yellow.
already.
Because if she makes it perfectly, she's still promoting hers in. I try to sneak behind it.
But it's just tough to get it in there. If you ever happen to wreck on it, you open it up for her. Now she has a straight back hit for 2. This is probably the safer.
Final stone for
Top house.
Kelly Kaylo.
Got lots of room.
Whoa, no line.
Lots of room.
Whoa,
What'd
no
you say?
line.
They just want this over the hog line. They just want to protect that yellow stone center
Come
line.
on, guys.
Come over.
Let it curl if you can.
Come on, come over.
Yeah, bring it over. Come on.
Over,
Whoa, whoa.
over.
Takes a little bit more to take that raise away, and she may have done the job.
Nice shot,
Yeah, I think she got
That'll
it.
do.
Great, isn't it?
Okay.
Lois thinks
Here.
so.
Okay, see here, 1 to 4. There's the straight angle. So that's where you got to hit it, is right there. See if you line it up like that. Right?
Yeah, just off center, right?
Well, yeah, because we
Or a
got to hit
little
it
more.
a little more. So look, here's the angle. There's right at it.
Okay.
And then so it's right there.
So right about here.
Yep.
Just in front of the
Okay,
one.
so if I got to hit it there, just off center, because that gives us a nose hit right there, right? That ice. So it should be about right. Control.
Okay.
Control takeout.
Lois told us
Just off
exactly.
center.
Control weight, hitting that one.
Yellow, yellow.
Back onto that stone there, driving that one back into that area there.
For 2. For 2.
If you make it, you could score 2.
Ooh, double angle raise for a deuce here in 9.
I just called the brushing wrong on the last one, otherwise they would have been shot rock, and this whole situation would have been a lot different.
Final stone.
Yep, yep.
Could be the game for Manitoba and Lois Fowler out of the Brandon Curling Club. Quickly, it's Fowler, Beaver on it. Double angle raise to kill one back 4. Have they got the angles right? 1, get it. They'll get the 1.
That's shot. All right. We got
They'll
shot.
get 1.
Now she gets 1.
Okay.
Boy, she wasn't that far off either.
No, she wasn't.
Maybe a little more weight. It's up too much again. Maybe. So
1 for Manitoba in 9. And a tie game. We're all even 4-4. Yukon, Northwest Territories to have the hammer in the 10th.
Do you speak that too much?
A little less wrong.
It's the way we welcome the sun with 35 sunblock. The way some of the best water now mostly comes in bottles. It's the way we make time for exercise and like to enjoy reading. Today, more and more people are finding reasons to take better care of themselves. That's why Subway offers 7 subs, each under 6 grams of fat. Because when you're through surfing, you might want to go for a swim. Subway, it's the way a sandwich should be.
Tools for the only world that matters, yours.
Right here, right now. There is no other place I want to be.
We're nearing the end of this 6th draw. Let's get you up to date. Alberta, New Brunswick, as they play the 9th. And it's 6-4, Alberta and Kathy Borst leading. This is the final stone for the skip from the Otwell Curling Club in Edmonton. Playing New Brunswick's Kathy Floyd. You see that yellow stone just biting back 4. That's the shot stone. Boy, she could have tapped that back for 3, possibly 4. She wrecks on her own, rolls over, gets 1, and she's up by 3. That's what could have been handshakes there.
Yeah, she was trying to tap it back.
7-4. New Brunswick will try and stay alive, trailing by 3 in the 10th.
Well, a good shot, Jocelyn Beaver. She got the stone right on the center line.
Right up, all the way hard, hurry.
Kelly now trying to tick.
Whoa, sorry. What? Sorry. What? I guess I was watching something else. Nice try, Cheryl. It did look like it was. Thanks for.
She's just sweeper.
Thank you. Man. That's that fun. Even short's fine.
Out turn, come around.
Where is it? Lots of room. Lots of room. No line. No line at all.
Needs it.
It's better short. It's better short. Well. Wait, past it. That's good.
Saskatchewan and Quebec as we update the 10th end. Saskatchewan, Kathy Trowell from the Cali and Regina leading 5-4 over Marie-Claude Carlos from Alma, Quebec. And Saskatchewan with the hammer has a chance to blank, and they do. They'll get the blank, and the win out the side it goes. 5-4. Saskatchewan is now 3-1. Quebec 2-2.
Hard. Well, I can't touch that one. Good enough.
Well, they got it off the center line. Yukon Northwest Territories.
Or short.
Those who play the intern come around, looking even short of the rings is fine. Out in front is fine.
Lots of room! Lots of room! Where is it?
Light.
Where is it?
Light.
Short. Okay, lots of room. Whoa. That's good. It's a good shot. Eddie, come here. Eddie.
Well, that win by Saskatchewan moves Kathy Trowell to a 3-1 record, and they'll be featured in our Second draw of the day against Prince Edward Island. Tammy Lowther is 2-1. That's coming your way at 2 p.m. Eastern.
It's control, eh? Firm, normal. Watch this gonna back off.
Sharon trying to get the front off, get that center line cleared for Kelly Kaylo.
Hurry! Well, yeah, hard, hurry, guys, come on. Right up.
She's slowly getting it more and more off that center.
Nice shot,
That's
Sharon.
a good shot by Sharon.
Same thing.
Sweet, Sharon.
Sharon Fowler.
Well, those are a couple good shots, getting the center line clear.
Yep, line's good.
The ladies from the north.
Okay,
Manitoba in a position
Just
having to
halfway.
steal the point,
That's
steal the
good.
win. And it's a big game for
Good
both
rushing,
teams.
guys. Atta girl, nice weight.
Both sitting at 1 and 2, so this will be the third loss for
Right
one
off.
of them.
Same thing. Just control.
Normal, control.
Whoa!
Got a piece? Got too much.
Nice shot.
Got the piece to open it up.
Oh, I should take some of these other ones off.
Live update for you now. Canada, British Columbia, final stone. 5-4, Team Canada leading. This is Sue Garvey. Kamloops, BC has a chance to hand Team Canada their first loss here as she can get rid of that stone. Edge of the 8. There it goes. And it's 2-3 for BC, and they'll win it 7-5 over Team Canada as Sue Garvey hands the defending Canadian world and gold medal winners their first loss here at the Scott Tournament of Hearts. 7-5 the final. Canada's now 3-1, and British Columbia goes to 2-2, right?
Well, Lois Fowler desperately trying to get the 4-foot covered, and been some great peel shots by the territories. Kelly Kaylo's team. Don Modus is in the hack and playing another peel.
Yes. Hurry! Hard! Right up, come on! Hurry! Hard! Right over.
Cheryl.
Some nice curling, keeping that
get in
front
there.
area, that
Nice
4-foot
shooting.
area open.
That's nice.
Excellent curling.
I was just hoping.
Betty Cooling, Yukon Northwest Territories, with the hammer here in 10 of a 4-4 tie.
Yep. Oh, it's okay. Oh. Atta girl, Betty. Nice weight.
And it's all over. Alberta runs New Brunswick out of stones. The final there, 7-4. And so Kathy Borst goes to 3-1. And New Brunswick and Kathy Floyd from St. John now 1-3.
Whoa, Cheryl. Right off. Close.
No.
Yep.
No.
Don Moses.
Okay.
Once again, job done.
Played it more on this side.
Over there. Yeah, because the intern will come in. Over here somewhere.
Okay, do we want it deeper?
Well,
Like-
but it makes the
like
peel
if we
easier.
go
It's better here, isn't it? Right about here, so it jams into that.
They'll move it over a little
like
bit.
to
You heard
play
what she's
this way
saying.
now.
Just try and move it
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
She gets the
Where
jam.
else can we
and-
put it?
If you play it here, she's going to make the peel and she'll hit here. Sit
Yeah.
there.
That's right.
Give us a little more corner, maybe.
Okay, well, I gave you there. I gave you guys more, and I gave Sharon about here, so probably about here for me. Well, that's where I took when I stopped right here, remember?
This?
That ice. Yeah. So, but I'm going to be lighter, so.
Okay.
She wants to put it over here so that when the Yukon Northwest Territories Kelly Kaylo tries to peel it, she'll come down
guys,
here and hopefully she'll jam over. I'll just clear it. Jam onto this area here so that you cover a little bit more of this 4 foot so you can get around and make the draw for Kelly a little more difficult. That's the
for a long time.
That's the plan.
That's very keen.
As we play the skip stones here in this 10th. Lois Fowler. She snaps her hand back before she gets to that hog line. They're all conscious of the hog line officials, of course.
Yep. 3.
You just want it up a little further so that in the peel attempt it could be jammed, but didn't quite get there.
I just didn't want to be heavy. No. I haven't thrown a draw for ends.
That's another point too that Lois makes. No one really has had a lot of draws. The last end there was a few, but not for her.
Just a nice 9, guys. 9 will do it. You can sweep it up.
So 9 is that peel weight you talked about in reading the ice speeds, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Nice 9.
Whoa! Hard! Whoa! Hard!
Whoa! Come on over there.
Oh, just a piece.
Boy, Don Moses was yelling sweep and Kelly was yelling whoa, and she just touched it.
I don't know if that's enough, quite enough, Betty.
Well, all you can do is try and get behind the stones that are out there and get your rock in the 8 foot and force your opposition now to draw to the 4 foot. You have nothing else to hide behind, so you'll try and get behind those 3 red ones. And to be buried, you're gonna have to leave her almost a full 8 foot to draw to. But we've seen a lot of things over the years, Victor, and anything can happen.
Okay, guys, what do you think about the ice here? It hasn't been curling anywhere else much. It's only about 2 feet of movement. The sweeping should hold it and hopefully finish at the end. So, what did I have in that last one? Okay, 7.5 good?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, if it's light and it's just going to bite the house is okay too, then it might force her to hit and make it a blank. So, but let's suck one right in there. Curtain move.
Clean.
Wait only.
Got room.
It's in.
Moving now.
Yep.
Now it's
Whoa, wait only.
Fowler,
Wait only.
It's there. It's
backing
there.
off. Looking for a big finish here if they can.
Go now. No.
Nothing. It just doesn't.
Just didn't finish for her. You're right, Vic.
And in fact,
This will not curl. I know. There's no movement.
not there. I mean, we've seen movement towards the center line at times.
Yeah,
the
we can
frost
go
is
this way.
built up a little bit, so.
Not with like a quiet, like a board.
Oh.
Hey? Yeah.
Just talking about
Yeah,
the weight.
board will do it.
All right, here. What do you hitting the stick for your single, or you draw?
Yeah, this is. You can see it all, Vic. This is fine. No, they haven't had. They haven't played a lot of draws. I would definitely be
It's
hitting
open.
myself.
Just a
here.
nice board weight, you guys.
It's wide open.
For the win.
Nice board.
For the Yukon Northwest Territories against Manitoba.
Gotta be careful you don't step it up too much, because the draw didn't curl at all, so you can bet your life that the hit isn't going to, Vic. So it's.
Both these teams coming into this 6th draw with 1 win, 2 losses. Interestingly, a year ago in Vancouver,
Whoa! Whoa!
Yukon Northwest Territories beat Manitoba 5-4. That's what this could be now. If team from Yellowknife gets their single here, backing right off.
Stay.
Shot.
And she will sit top 8 center line for the win. Kelly Kaylo beats Lois Fowler. 5-4 the final here in this 6th draw.
Thank you. Thanks, Lois. Nice shot. Thank you.
Thanks. Good game.
Yukon Northwest Territories now 2-2 Manitoba, and Fowler from the Brandon Curling Club
I think it was coming over.
fall to 1-3.
I saw it coming, and then it backed and it stopped.
As soon as you guys are going like this, I knew you had it.
This 6th draw here at the Agridome in Regina is complete as we updated you on all the scores. "5-4 is the final in our featured game. Alberta and Kathy Borst win 7-4 over New Brunswick and Kathy Floyd. British Columbia hands Team Canada Sandra Schmerler their first loss. It's Sue Garvey from Kamloops a winner 7-5. And Saskatchewan, Kathy Trowell blanks 10, wins 5-4 over Quebec and Marie-Claude Carlos of Alma, Quebec. Polar power. Yellowknife wins.
TSN is your scorecard for the most exciting and in-depth pro golf coverage. We'll take you all the way from the opening round to the showdown. TSN has the best golf coverage throughout Canada, year-round. PGA, LPGA, Super Seniors, plus World Invitationals, interviews, instructionals, and Grand Slam coverage. Keep on top of your game. Take the tour with TSN for golf coverage that's far above par.
You know, and off the record, you just never know what our guests will do.
All right, well,
Okay.
that's
a
nice.
little bit better.
Oh, there's the payoff. The pressure's building up, ladies and gentlemen. It's tense.
There is nothing there, so.
Ow!
Jeff!
Steve! Then you come over here. And then you get your jersey over the top.
It's Off the Record, weeknights on TSN.
Canadian curling legends have made their mark at the Labatt Brier. But for the first time in years, the battle for the tankard is wide open. 5-time Ontario rep Wayne Middaugh headlines a rookie-laden field. Catch expanded coverage of all the excitement live from Winnipeg. The 1998 Labatt Brier. See it and live it on TSN.
Now it's time for the TSN turning point out of our featured game. Manitoba, Yukon Northwest Territories, and it came down to that final stone. Kelly Kaylo had said, I want to score in all the evens, and she gets a chance to score for the win in 10. A hit in the stick on a Manitoba stone. Top 8, she rolls it to the center line for the winning point as Kelly Kaylo wins it 5-4 over Manitoba. A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN. So the Yukon Northwest Territories from the Yellowknife Curling Club win it 5-4, and they improve their record to 2-2, and Kelly Kaylo is standing by with Ray.
Hey, Kelly Kaylo, how about that? Nice win.
Terrific. We're pretty excited about it ourselves, yes.
You talked to Vic before the game, and you said, Kelly, that you thought you'd keep it, pretty simple and wide open, and your game plan, you worked it perfectly.
Yes, we did. You're right. We told Vic we would keep it clean, straight up game. We've been playing that way in our territorials as well as here, and it seems to be working for us. So we'll continue that style.
You got a great performance from all your team, especially on those PO shots, keeping it clean for you in the later ends.
Excellent. You're right. When I came down, of course, the adage that a skip can't peel, that was going through my mind. But the team had peeled really well the 10th end. It was a great end.
That game last night was a very big game for you. Could have been 0-3, but you beat Kathy Borson. She's obviously one of the favorites here. That was an excellent game.
Yeah, we really had a great game. Of course, there was a big shot in the 8th, I think, that helped out that game, but we're pretty pleased with the win against Kathy.
You got, will you change your approach? Let's talk a little bit, Kelly, about the ice. It was fine the first 3 or 4 ends, but it started to fudge a little bit in the later ends?
Yeah, actually, we've still been struggling a little bit with keeping on top of the ice because it is changing throughout the game. We tend to call our sweeping a little too soon. Looks like it's making the break, and in the end, it doesn't. And so we tend to, when we're going to lose a shot, and I see some other teams have done the same, we're losing it on that last few feet. So we've really got to be careful with the sweeping calls.
You set a goal. You mentioned when we talked earlier that you'd like to be finished 7-4, and obviously you're on track for that.
Yeah, we hope so. That was the motto is flip-flop, and that means we were 4-7 last year. We'd like to go 7-4 this year. It's our goal.
It was interesting because in the 9th end, things really got complicated. You made a couple of good shots, and you had a couple of decisions to make on the long guard, on blocking the long guard.
Yeah, we did struggle with what to do there. Of course, we're trying to keep her to 1 point. That was the issue. At one point, we were sitting 2. It was looking good. She made a nice shot to come in there, and we felt that the only shot that she really had was the straight back raise into the pot there. So that was what we were trying to guard. And coming around it, you run the risk of maybe touching that guard, so we would decide to go really high on it.
And your thoughts as you got into the hack to throw that last rock? It was wide open, but still it has to be made. You have to stick, and it was just a discussion on the weight more than anything else.
Exactly. This is very weight-sensitive ice. You pick it up a little bit, it's going to run straight. You drop that weight, and it's going to bend. And of course, there were some guards there. We couldn't tick the guard, but we could take a half of that rock. We had a lot of house to roll to.
We're going to show it to you here, Kelly. You absolutely took your time. You concentrated when you got in the hack, and threw the exact weight that you wanted. Here it is here. Maybe you could walk us through it.
Sure. Well, yeah, this is just concentrating on weight here. Oh, I let it release pretty quick. And of course, now we'll call sweeping because we think it's making a break. And then we decide that at this point, we're still calling the sweeping. And then we decide, no, the line is fine. Weight looks good. We've got the big roll still. We called an excellent line on it.
Good shot always. You know, they're simple, they're wide open, but they have to be made, and that's why you throw last. Kelly, congratulations. Good game, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks so much, Ray.
Hey, that's my sister, Sister Tracy Lovett, and family. Proud of Kelly Kaylo. She's a winner here in this 6th draw. You see Alberta, Canada, Saskatchewan, 3 of the pre-tournament favorites on top of the table at 3-1, followed by PEI at 2-1. And then the bunch at 2-2 now, British Columbia, Quebec, as well as the Yukon Northwest Territories, on through Manitoba and New Brunswick, sitting at 1-3. She's a winner. Kelly Kaylo from Yellowknife here in the 6th draw. We'll hear from BC's Sue Garvey when we come back to Regina.
So I pull into this gas station.
Oh. Classic oversqueeze. Watch this. Release the hounds. Perfect pump.
2037.
Even at the gas station, you can do more with the American Express card.
Introducing new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles, made waffle iron thick to stay fluffy on the inside while toasting up golden and crisp on the outside. Treat yourself to the real waffle iron taste of new McCain Golden Crisp Waffles. Waffle iron thick to toast up light and crispy every time.
You're in room 1056. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you.
Where's my notebook? Hey! You got my notebook! Excuse me! Hey!
Toshiba. Toughen up for today's world. Call 1-800-387-5645.
You know what to do. Wild party last night, huh? So what happened to you? Last I heard, you were headed for some body piercing place. Man, I
the 1998 Scott Tournament of Hearts from Regina, Saskatchewan on TSN is brought to you by Cottony Soft Cottonelle Bathroom Tissue.
The Agridome is quiet after the 6th draw of the Scott Tournament of Hearts here in Regina. Another key game on the ice. Team Canada, Sandra Schmerler 3-0 against British Columbia's Sue Garvey at 1-2. Garvey with the hammer, down by 1, playing 10, and she really had Team Canada on the run all game and makes a terrific double here. Boom, boom, to score 3 and win it 7-5 and hand Team Canada their first loss. Sue Garvey from Kamloops is a winner, and Sue's with Ray.
Sue, congratulations. Obviously a big game for you, a nice win. Anytime you beat, win a game like that to stay in 2-2, especially when you beat Team Canada. I mean, Sandra Schmerler, a wonderful team, of course. Great game.
Oh, we were very thrilled. Obviously, having 2 losses already, going to 3 losses this early would have been really hard on us, and we had quite a challenge there. But we played well today, and I was happy with the results.
Well, we didn't get a chance to see the game as we were doing our own game, but obviously it was a well-curled game, and you played the style of game you want.
Kids are our future.